How are y'all doing? Welcome back to episode 4.8 of the WreckCast.
It's not 4.8, and I don't know what these decimals mean.
We're counting.
No,
that's the one
I don't
thing
think we are because you keep adding decimals, and I think the last one was like 3.7.
Trey, we're all STEM majors here. I promise you, I know what I'm doing. Okay, there's a little bit of calculus involved.
Wait,
I don't know if you're that far yet.
I don't know if you know this, but we have people here, and I don't think you know what their majors are. First off,
we're here. We're here with Shresht and Flavio, both from the Anime Club.
Yeah.
Gotta represent. Wow, that was the most half-hearted.
Yeah. Not so excited to be an Anime Club, I hear.
No comment.
I know, yeah. Okay, no comment? Yeah. No,
Anime Club, big presence at WreckCon, first and foremost. They had the cosplay contest
that was the biggest draw.
And honestly, I think that's the biggest the stage, like in terms of like turnout, that's the most that stage had, and probably will be the same kind of going into this year. So, hey, if you want to go to WreckCon, you want to see the cosplay contest, check us out March 2nd.
Question, right? Like, so the cosplay contest obviously was organized pretty much entirely by Anime Club, but how many of the cosplayers actually came from the club? Do y'all like know about that at all?
I kind of have a rough idea. I know like some of my friends in the club did it. I can name about like 2 or 3.
I'm expecting all of the officers cosplay.
No, I was the MC though. If y'all remember,
you were wearing the maid.
Yeah, I was in the maid outfit.
Put it up in.
Pick that up. You know, funny thing about that, I was gonna wear a Buzz outfit, so I ordered one from like Amazon.
I think Georgia Tech would like.
They would have killed me.
We spent money on trying to get Buzz at the thing, and he canceled on us last second. So you would have been our saving grace.
Right. So I went to Amazon and I ordered the suit, and they like canceled my order the night before the competition.
That Buzz was playing as an op there, bro.
Buzz sabotage.
No, I think we are. So we are actually working on a little bit insider info. We are working on a Rivet cosplay.
We're gonna make Azeez wear
to be worn. I don't know where this keeps happening. I just keep being told to wear this.
He's the most frog-like person.
You know, this is so funny. Yesterday I was talking with Reed, who's behind the camera, at one of the dining halls, and he was like, "So Azeez, you're wearing the Rivet cosplay, right? Like, you're gonna be the frog."
I'm gonna be real.
Like,
this is something propagated by me, and yet it's spread across the entire WreckCon staff.
I've definitely worked my way through the stages of grief, and I'm at acceptance at this point.
Okay.
We're like,
so I'll see you at the competition, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't win, then you're off the team.
Right.
I'm off the team. Well, that's how it goes, I guess.
So Anime
Very
Club.
understandable.
We know that they like anime, but like I really don't know. Like, do y'all do like events? Like, can you talk a little bit about your club? Like, what exactly do you have over here?
Yeah. So for the most part, the main thing we do, of course, is watching anime, which we do every Saturday. We have like a lineup of about I think 5 or so. So we watch
in person.
Yeah, in person, and then we watch one episode of it like a week, and 5 of them. But other than that, we have like smaller events and also our larger events. So our smaller events would be things like karaoke competitions. Okay. Sometimes there's like anime quiz bowls where people just anime
merch
trivia.
Competitions.
Oh yeah, we have merch appraisal competitions. That one's fun. Basically, it's just we put a photo on the screen and you have to guess like how much it's worth. And sometimes they're ridiculous. Like you'll have like a tiny figure that's like 2 inches tall worth like $200. It's crazy. But other than that, we have our big events. Most notably, like our maid cafe, for example. We do that in the fall, where we get a lot of our club members to unwillingly put on a maid outfit and serve Georgia Tech students. No, they love it. Actually,
I thought it was like volunteer type.
Yeah, because I remember the first time we did it, I expected maybe like 5 people to do it, and we put out our form, and we had like 35 people.
As far as I know, that's like y'all's one of y'all's biggest.
Yeah, it's always the most surprising thing to see. It's like how many people are willing to do it.
I mean, and y'all are doing a type of maid cafe this semester, right?
Yeah, we're doing a different one. We're doing a collaboration with D&D Club actually.
D&D Club,
no way.
It's called the Tavern. It's basically maid cafe, but they wear armor. So
that's rad. How do you secure armor?
How do you secure? You make it out of foam.
Yeah, you make it out of foam. Yeah, you make it out of foam.
Yeah, we'll be serving like medieval style food, so like probably sandwiches and stews and stuff. If that sounds interesting. $5 reservations online.
Does it come with like a side of like leprosy? Or
it can if you wanted to.
Yeah, you see, I mean, I can. I got.
A little bit of spit and pus inside.
Yeah, I got a little bit of leper in me.
April 6th.
Yeah, April 6th. April 6th. Yeah. Whenever you see a leopard, you're gonna think of me now. I hope.
Alright.
Okay. So
Wait, we
back-
didn't even get them to introduce themselves.
Yeah, back on the
never
anime
happened.
club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, back on the anime club. What do y'all do specifically with the club? Like,
Also,
y'all,
probably introduce yourself.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
introduce
we
him
should
as
do
Shresht and
that.
Flavio.
Yeah, but like, you know, what roles do you play in
Yeah.
the club?
Yeah, so I'm like the webmaster of the club.
Okay.
So most of what I do is handling like a lot of the technology in terms of like, you know, maybe if there's like changes to our server that we need to do, something like that. Push updates to our site.
So you are like the club's reserved CS major. Like
Basically,
you were-
yeah. That's the best way to call it. So,
Okay.
but yeah, other than that, I'm also the person who's helping out with RECCon. So
Yeah,
running, organizing the
RECCon.
cosplay competition. That's mostly you know, me and Flavio. So that's most of my responsibilities. So.
Okay, so would you say you're more of like a Discord mod? Or
I prefer to say I do nothing, but yeah.
No, that's okay. I get it, man. As resident Discord mod for D&D Club, I totally understand.
Every Discord mod will never admit
Yeah,
that they do
that's
that.
true. They'll
I'm so
never
sorry I
admit it.
messaged you the other day. Anyway,
How about you, Flavio?
Yeah, so I'm the event planner for Anime Club. So basically, when we have events, I have a large part in organizing them. Like example, merch appraising competition. I made the slides. It was really, really funny going and seeing these like figures that I tried to pick out figures that are actually huge, but they look small in the photo. So they look like they're 8 inches tall, and then you guess like, oh, like $150, and then it would be like, nope, 6,000.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yeah. Do you
Things-
have any crazy piece of anime merch yourself?
no.
No?
I legitimately
At
don't.
all?
I will
At all?
not get anime figures. I refuse to. It's the one thing I refuse to
this
buy.
is the polar opposite from the Pokemon WreckCast that we just filmed.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, Pokemon figures are different.
Yeah, Pokemon.
I have
figures-
Pokemon plushes.
Pokemon's an anime.
You said you had no merchandise, and yet
Yeah, he's
No,
lying.
Pokemon's not an anime, it's a game.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
die on this hill, dude.
He's like, yeah, I have no merchandise except for my Pokemon closet.
my Pokemon shrine.
No, I have 3 Pokemon plushes that I got from Nintendo New York. And
What are
that's
they?
it.
What are they?
At home, what?
Well, I mean, like what?
Why do you
what
keep saying
Pokemon?
you have no
Oh, okay.
merch?
No, hold on. Shut up. So there's Turtwig. All right.
Okay.
Respectable.
It might be the only one.
He's
I got
It's
3
just
plushes.
3 Turtwigs.
No, I said 3 Pokemon. It's actually 3 plushes.
I've got no merch except for my Turtwig shrine.
No, it's
Just got a big poster of Turtwig printed out like right above his bed.
He's got like abs.
Yeah, gives it.
Oh my god.
He gives it a little kiss every night before bed. You know.
Definitely.
Next to his
tucks it into
Turtwig
his
body
Turtwig
pillow.
brush. Have you seen that? Have you seen the Buzz body pillow?
Yeah,
That's not real.
yeah, it's
That's not
nice.
real.
Okay, I have.
You
So
have
I'm,
the
I'm
Buzz
about
body
to, I'm about to, you know, I'm about to out one of my professors. But one of the physics faculty here at Georgia Tech, I'm a physics major if you don't know, guy by the name of Martin Morrigal, smartest guy you'll ever meet. He does like quantum mechanics, you know, condensed matter research. There is a picture of him on the Georgia Tech Reddit of him posing with the Georgia Tech Buzz body. like holding it, like giving it a hug.
Who
And
got
it's,
that?
It's because I think a few semesters ago, one of his students, like in one of his quantum mechanics courses, like got him the Buzz body pillow,
And he
like
just,
as a gift,
you
as
know,
in his semester.
what a
and
guy.
he, he took a whole bunch of pictures.
What a
with
guy. How many professors
So-
do you know that'll just like
Exactly,
be like,
that's
yo,
what I'm saying,
straight
that's
up, look, this is my
Dude.
new favorite wife right
Morrigal,
here.
I follow him on Twitter. He doesn't follow me back, but that's okay.
Follow
he-
Conrad.
Yeah, follow Conrad. Follow Conrad.
Yeah, follow at Conrad
I'll
on
get-
Twitter.
I'll
I
get
manage that
Morrigal
account.
to follow Conrad.
Yeah, we
So,
let Flavio
Yeah,
have
what
it.
I'm hearing is that neither of you have the Buzz body pillow.
Not yet.
Not yet.
What body pillows do you have, aside from your Turtwig one?
That's 2. It's an 8-inch plush.
A body pillow is a
I
body
don't
pillow.
have any body pillows, unfortunately.
All right.
What about you? What about you, Shresht?
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have like the 7-foot monster Matsune snake body
No,
pillow.
no,
you know what I'm
it
talking
didn't
about?
come in yet.
Okay.
Ah,
that's-
okay.
that's why. My friend actually has that, and
Oh.
Yeah?
he was the Grim Reaper for Halloween. So there's this like cursed photo of him and the Grim Reaper. You can't even see his face, and he has the monster Matsune. But if I can find it, we'll put it up.
I
Here
got,
in post. But it's a good photo.
I got a picture. So for like back in high school, for a little gag gift for Christmas, I got my friend. Me and a group of friends. We got my friend a McCree body pillow from Overwatch. If y'all know him.
That's
Whoa.
I think he's Cassidy.
Cassidy.
Now. Yeah, Cassidy now. We got him a Cassidy body pillow, and there's a picture of me posing with the Cassidy body pillow. So if I can find that, that'll be up there as well.
We're just throwing everything up
yeah,
there.
we're throwing everything up. We have
If
like
you-
17
If
body
this ever
pillows
ports
on
to
there.
Spotify, man, this visual.
I know
gag
someone
is
who
off.
has the Buzz body pillow.
Really?
Really?
Yes, Trip.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're in D&D club. too.
Yeah.
Glad you both know.
Hey,
gonna have to
Trip,
borrow
if
that.
you're watching this, I will pose with your
Go
Buzz
to-
body.
Yeah.
pillow.
We borrowed the
Make sure
body
you put it
pillow.
up there.
I will do poses.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about anime merch in general, though, because I mean, well, we talked about Flavio, but what about you, Shresht?
So unlike Flavio, I have a decent amount of stuff.
I figure you for like a Gundam collector.
I know.
No.
I wish I did though.
Okay.
Those things can be like expensive. Though,
Yeah, but like
sometimes.
the ones that you make and build.
Yeah, those are cool. Those are cool. I wish I had one of those.
They're
They're
expensive,
nice.
though.
A lot of my merch has actually been like gifted to me because like I don't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like
you
go
go out and you're
buying
like,
stuff.
yes.
Yeah.
You're
'Cause I'll
not
see
like, ooh, Berserk wall or phone case.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you're like, yeah.
It's like you'll see this giant figure and I'm like, well, I don't want to buy
Actually,
that.
you know what? That's probably the same for me. I think everything that I've ever been given has been like through a friend or something, and I
Yeah.
won't purposely go
Yeah.
out and buy something. I think the only thing that I purposely bought was Berserk phone case, but that's probably
I don't
it.
think I have a single piece of anime merch. I'm trying to
Well-
think like, I have a. I have. This is not anime merch at all, but I have a Plague Doctor Squishmallow. I don't think that's like
Where did you
anime.
get it? Okay, where'd you get that?
Where'd I get that?
Where'd you
from?
get that? And what shops do you like to visit
Dude,
during what hours of the day?
I'll tell you, it was totally legitimate. There was no black market Squishmallow dealing at all. Okay.
I didn't even know that existed.
I have to
There's
make
part-
that clear.
Yeah, me neither.
No black market Squishmallows
really
in my
blew up
apartment.
in like
Yeah.
COVID
Yeah.
year. But aside from that, I do want to ask anime.
Okay.
All right.
On to the meat.
This-
I want
this
to
one
know.
gets
I
me
want to
to-
know what are our favorite animes and most hated animes.
This is a-
That's
It-
hard.
we can always
Guys,
cut if you can't think of it.
I love.
immediately.
No, I know
love
my answer.
Oh, okay. Go
Avatar:
ahead.
The Last Airbender.
That's not
Okay.
The Legend of Korra.
Yeah. I know. I was about to get. Flavio was about to choke me, but yeah, you seems like you have something.
Okay.
Go
Best anime, or my favorite, I'll say. Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Okay,
that's a good
Good,
one.
good,
Okay.
that's a
Okay,
good
it's-
one.
it's-
Classic.
alright.
But
My most hated.
hold on.
What?
I want to stop you there.
Okay.
What's better, the series finale or the
End of
movie?
Eva.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, my most hated anime, Neon Genesis.
Okay.
You
What
know.
about the rebuilds? What about the rebuilds? Where do we
The
rank?
rebuilds are okay. Here's the take, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Go off, King.
This is where we fight.
We're cutting here.
The rebuilds are good. They
I
are
think so,
good
too.
narratively. They're good. They
Yeah.
are better than the original series when it comes to
I can
coherent storytelling.
I can understand the rebuilds
Yes.
a lot more so than what is the end of the series
Okay,
mean?
yeah,
Let me
no,
go
I've-
through 8
I've-
different metaphors.
Yeah.
I've never seen the rebuilds, but I have to say, like the last 5 episodes of the show of like actual Evangelion seems like what the director actually wanted to like
Yeah.
tell. the
Well, you know
storylines.
why that
Maybe
happened,
he was
right?
like,
You
it
know-
was
you understand.
budget
It was
something,
a
I don't
budget.
They
know.
did
Yeah,
run out of
they ran
budget.
out of
And
budget.
on the last like 3 or 4 episodes.
Because like first 15 episodes, it feels like the director is like, man, I gotta get through all this like boring mech stuff. And like who hates
Kill her, dead.
Yeah,
Shinji's
yeah.
killing everyone.
Yeah, guys, I hate aliens. You know, well, we just gotta introduce all this stuff, and then I can get to the real meat, which is
Yeah.
some about like, I don't know.
The metaphor of
Yeah.
why
Congratulations.
living,
Yeah.
why living matters.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Most hated anime. I have to hear this
What's
now.
it? School Days.
School Days.
Oh.
Actually, no. Devilman Crybaby. It's an anime song.
Actually, I agree with that. I
I've
don't
never
like
seen
that
it.
anime.
I think
Okay.
it's like it's a real hit or miss for me. I have to be in like a specific state of mind to watch.
But why
Which is
why
like-
is it your least favorite?
Okay.
Like I understand
The
neon,
storytelling
but go ahead.
does not hit. The soundtrack's good.
Polarize our entire audience.
The soundtrack is good, and I'll give it
Yeah.
that. The art style, it objectively, it's not bad. It's not for me.
Oh,
The story
no. That's some
falls
crazy taste.
so flat at the end. The ending sucks. Okay, the metaphors used don't really hit, and the message also falls flat. It's just it's a whole concoction of bad with a good soundtrack.
But Neon Genesis.
But Neon.
Peak.
I'm so ready for this cast episode just to devolve into the worst anime takes you've ever heard. in your
Oh,
Wait
life.
till
yeah.
you hear my takes on High
Yeah,
School
no.
DxD.
Wait.
Well,
we're getting
one
there,
last
we're
point.
getting
One
there.
last point
Yeah.
on Devilman. So we watched it during club. We watched the first episode because
Okay.
Because we're still voting on anime, so we had to watch 8 episodes, and one of them was Devilman.
Yeah.
Everybody was uncomfortable. Dude, everybody was uncomfortable because it's R18, right? So it was hard to watch with people.
Yeah.
But people voted
There's some
it
animes
anyway.
that are like
so
that,
I'm-
though.
It's like one of those ones where it's like you don't really watch with other people.
Yeah,
It's
no.
like
Yeah,
you gotta,
this is like a thing you watch alone
Okay,
at home
but like
in the dark.
on
with
that-
Code Up and
Yeah,
same
legitimately.
topic, like there's that one scene in Neon Genesis.
Let's skip this. Go to the next section. What's your favorite anime?
Answer the question.
yeah, so favorites. I have a lot that I love. To be honest, I think if I had to pick one, it's probably Gurren Lagann because I've watched it like
Yes,
5 times.
sir. That was my first anime I ever watched.
I think that's
It
the
was so
only
good.
one I've probably watched more than 3 times.
Yeah.
So
Believe in the me that believes
exactly,
in you.
and I
Goes
just watched the
hard.
movies. Fantastic.
They're
So
amazing.
they're great.
amazing.
But no one cares about the favorites. Let's talk about the worst ones.
Yeah.
This is
Everyone
where
knows
this is where
Gurren
people will hate me, but Demon Slayer. I hate that anime so much.
What?
I hate to say it. It's not good.
You're
What?
All right.
Why?
okay.
I I think Tanjiro is the most annoying main character.
Okay,
I've
let's go
ever
into
seen.
it. Explain. You have to back
I
up your
think,
point.
Okay, I think we can start a Kickstarter for like a bodyguard. If
Yeah,
you do that,
I'm
or
gonna need that. soon.
Maybe some
Seriously.
protection.
I don't know. It's just something about.
I just want you to know there was Demon Slayer cosplayers
Yeah.
Oh,
at
yeah.
the
I think
con.
70% of the
Yeah, no.
are Demon Slayer.
When I went to what is it, Awa?
Awa.
Yeah, like everyone is in a
Yeah.
Tanjiro cosplay.
Okay, but like go into it. What's wrong with Tanjiro as a character?
As a character, I think he's just like honestly, I just think like the main cast, like the 3 of them,
Okay.
are like their
Inosuke
dynamic is
and
really
Zenitsu.
boring.
Yeah.
I think I feel like they're trying to like.
It's like all the archetypes.
Yeah,
Or, like,
because they're trying to like ride with every archetype, except like I just don't care for it. Like you know, like the main archetype that comes from like say like Naruto for example,
man.
like the group of 3. They try to build that sort of dynamic, except they're all defined by like one small characteristic they have. So like
Yeah.
Inosuke, it's just I guess he's like a beast. That's like his whole
No,
personality.
Inosuke is the strong femboy. Okay.
Yeah.
Zenitsu,
yeah.
Zenitsu is
Zenitsu
annoying.
is like
Yeah,
and
annoying.
Tanjiro's a crybaby.
But
That's
Zenitsu is like, oh man.
Oh,
Dude.
Zenitsu's really good when he's sleeping.
Like Tanjiro
But
is
his
the
whole
normal
arc is
fanboy.
getting over his cowardice.
and
you
he
know?
never does. I read the manga. He doesn't.
Spoilers.
That's untrue.
Spoilers.
That's untrue. That's untrue. But we can't get into that because
Spoilers.
spoilers. We might,
Yeah,
have
honestly-
to actually, we might actually have to cut that.
Yeah, probably.
That's an
I also
insane.
read the manga, Mid-Slayer.
I agree.
It's below mid.
Also, the way his power progresses is the worst.
Who's
bro.
Tanjiro?
Yeah, because so his.
So
whole
you're
thing-
up to date, like season
I
3.
finished the manga.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
so
finished
I
it.
watched it too.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
so the power
Is the
creep
manga,
is
the manga
real.
completed?
Yeah,
Yes.
it finished I think
like
a
2
while
years ago, or
So,
even more.
But I'm only going to talk about the
Just talk
anime.
about like what's out and show.
I think the thing is like the way his power evolves doesn't really make
Over
sense
time.
at all.
Okay.
Like with his like character, because
Well,
like
there's no like definition of like how many weeks has it been since he's like joined the Corps. Like we don't
Exactly.
really know like how much time has progressed.
Right.
So maybe it is realistic, but we just don't know
and that's I think
because you're watching these
possible.
episodes in quick
Yeah.
succession to each other.
That's true. I will say though, that one episode that was like trending on Twitter. I think it was episode 19 of the first season. Fantastic episode. I love that one. I think it was animated great. It's the one where he switches to like using fire.
Oh, yeah,
fighting
yeah.
that
Oh, yeah,
demon.
that one- yeah, that
I
was-
think that was a great episode. But also made no sense. The switching to fire, I think just like what? Because not only did they
Fire
like,
or so-
they're
whatever.
like, oh, this is fire, but it's also not fire. Like an episode later.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
there's a difference between flame and fire,
Well, I
but
think
also
they
we
talked
can't tell
about
you
it.
that until like 3
I
seasons
think,
down.
I think they talked about it in the
Yeah.
newest episode of the show where
Did
it's like
they?
sun breathing, I believe.
Yeah,
and they have it
Okay,
in
so
the
they revealed it.
So
Yeah.
they do know about sun breathing. Yeah, so it's just,
It's
it doesn't make sense.
With a greatest enemy against
Because
evil.
there's just fire or plasma. Like that's
Right,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, oh, I'm just a guy who used to chop wood, but somehow I'm
fire
also
is
the
hotter.
most OP, like,
yeah.
demon slayer to ever exist
Yeah.
by coincidence. Which is like,
Dude,
kind
it's
of weird.
power of friendship, man.
I think, yeah, I just, yeah, true. And that's like the one
Preach
thing
that
I
care
don't
more,
like.
Lord.
It's like, oh, the progression, it's less based on his character and more just seems like he had good genes or
I
something.
mean, I think
Okay,
a lot
kinda.
of the, I think
Yeah.
a lot of also like, I think more recent anime, and I might also I'm not super versed
Modern
in
anime.
so I might be just like speaking completely just ungrounded. here.
Just say your
But-
take, man.
No, I
Commit.
think that like a lot of people's obsessions in modern anime is like very like style over substance, if that makes
I agree.
sense. Like especially with. I mean, this isn't really style over substance, but like Violet Evergarden, that's like a really good anime. But like, like 80%
Disagree.
80% of
Disagree.
the show is like style.
I've lost all faith in you as a
I
co-host.
disagree
feel
with
like
this.
Violet
80
Evergarden?
80
What is
okay.
good? Go off.
Oh,
what
wait,
is
you
good
don't like
about
it.
this?
You don't
yeah,
like
no.
Okay. Wait, you don't like Violet
No.
Evergarden?
I thought you
It's
liked
so
it.
good.
I've seen all of it. I've seen all of it, and I hate it.
We have to cut this. There's no way.
It's been a while.
Okay, so
All right.
I want to preface.
Say why
when
it's good.
when I say style,
Music's great. I'll give you
when
that.
I say style over substance for Violet Evergarden, I don't mean that the story has no substance, because I think the story has a lot of substance. I think it's very emotional, right? But it's like it like doesn't really go anywhere. Like
Yeah.
it's like
You said it all,
it's like
Azeez.
here it is. But I think there's something like really interesting about
No,
it. I think
and they
there's something
pander for like
really
every
artistic-
episode.
What do you mean
and
they
get
pander?
to who?
Okay, yeah, who are they? Who are
No,
they?
not
who are-
pander, but
who are they-
meander. Meander is
Who are
what I
they
meant.
pandering to?
They're
Veterans?
meander.
Like, what-
I meant meander. But regardless,
I don't know.
this,
Are you
regardless.
the type of guy who like also hates like Grave of the Fireflies?
Oh no, I've watched that. That one's alright.
What?
That one's alright. That one actually feels emotional.
what?
Violet
How
Evergarden,
are
I
you
felt like a
missing it,
rock
Violet?
watching it. I was like, this.
A
this
rock?
I just, I don't
How
know.
did you have the worst takes?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I've heard this before.
I was expecting stuff to come from Flavio's end, but Trey.
Yeah, Flavio, we know
Sorry.
he has bad taste.
Violet
That's
Evergarden.
crazy.
Violet Evergarden
You're
is
the one who
a
likes Black
snoozer.
Clover.
Okay, Violet
Oh,
Evergarden
yeah.
is a good anime.
It's a snoozer.
How? Okay, it doesn't have to be not a snoozer. You don't have to like immediately have like a ton of
There
forward
are.
movement in the plot.
I will
to,
give
like-
you this. The music, pretty good. The whole like, what is his name? Gil. That's the.
Oh, I
the
don't
friend's
know.
name. Yeah, exactly.
I haven't
You can't
played it in so
remember
long,
it.
dude.
Is he
Name
the
This
devil?
is a while.
That's a thing, right?
Insane.
Name one other character from that show that is not Violet Evergarden or
Okay,
Gil.
okay. This is
Boom, got him.
I haven't
That's
seen
it.
anime
No,
in
no,
like
not
5
you.
years,
Him,
dude.
him.
In
It's
5
good.
years,
Can't even
I have
remember.
not seen this anime.
Exactly.
He's
You
definitely a Demon Slayer fan. That's what's
Okay,
going
well,
on here.
this is
I
true,
also
unfortunately.
have not. I don't have like any. So here's what I'll say. I don't have any particular like emotional or nostalgic connection to the show. Like I can name like I think 90% of all Avatar Last Airbender characters, but that's because I have like such a strong like nostalgic
Like Cabbage
connection
Guy.
to it.
Who hates on
Okay.
Cabbage Guy?
Yeah, Cabbage Guy. You
The
can
people
name
in the
them, right?
show apparently.
But I think I can understand why Violet Evergarden is like a good show, even if I don't have that immediate like emotional like, because I think there's a difference between like my favorite
The
and
art is
necessarily
good.
the best.
The art is good. I feel nothing watching the show,
Oh
and the
my
music is
God.
good.
I think
And
you-
that's
I think
where
you
I
have
just
no
lie on it.
emotions.
Okay, yeah, I
This
just think
might
you're
be
dead
true.
inside.
That might be
Yes,
it. That might
yes.
be
I think also
Who hurt
the nostalgia factor is like huge.
Violet
Slayer.
Evergarden
Demon
apparently.
Slayer
Demon
hurt
Slayer.
me.
Okay, fine, Trey.
Okay.
Favorite and least favorite. Come on.
Favorite and least favorite. Well, my favorite is definitely Berserk because
Okay.
like
Okay.
that's
Yeah, he's
iconic.
got
I like
the
Berserk.
I'm caught up on the manga.
Okay.
I literally, I want to
It's
shoot
so
myself every
painful.
6
It's
months
so
when a new
painful.
one is coming out. It is painful, but man is working through some stuff.
Yeah,
for sure.
true. I think I will say though, I think Golden Age is one of the like best arcs I've like ever read.
Yes.
In like manga or
Yes,
anime.
it is probably the best storytelling.
Yeah.
It's so
just
good.
like just watch the 96 version because like that, or is it 99? I don't know what year it is, but
Yeah.
anyway, it's 97. I knew it was somewhere
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah.
Anyway, watch that because like that ending, that'll just get you into. I need to watch and
Yeah.
see where this goes because man, that is a great show.
The most painful thing
And I
is,
hate,
yeah.
I really do hate like old anime, like that look. But there's something.
Look
at what you're wearing! Look at your shirt!
Wait,
Show your shirt. Show your shirt.
No,
What
no,
is this?
What are you talking about? No, hold on. Let me go on. Let me explain.
No.
Let me
That's
explain.
crazy.
Let me explain.
I'm.
Old anime, such as like Berserk. There's something about certain ones. All right. This is one of the takes.
This is crazy.
There are certain animes out there where I'm like, all right, this art style looks different than all the rest of them from that time. And it looks good, and it's not aged for some reason to me.
Okay, so what do you think about like Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah, look
No, that one's good. That one's different.
Then what is?
But,
old
like,
art
more
style?
I'm talking
Like,
like
old.
I'm talking like Rosa Versailles and stuff like
I've
that.
never heard of.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
So what do you think about like Dragon Ball? That's like one of the most
Yeah,
iconic
no, that was
old
great.
ones.
That
Let's
was
say
like
that's
different
the
time.
old one.
Okay,
But like,
okay.
it's
What are
not
we
like
talking
that.
about?
No, I'm saying
Okay.
like just generic anime from that time where it's just like
Like
I mean,
you like
triangular heads and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So
And
do you
clan,
mean, like,
I really
do
hate the
you-
clan
do you
ad
like
art
that?
style.
Oh yeah, I was about to say. So do you mean
Oh.
stuff like I don't know, like Golden Time? If you've seen that.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen
that has like it's a really good show. I love that anime.
I'm glad I could
But it's
defend
like-
myself.
Maybe I'm
It's
wrong.
got, like,
I feel
the-
you're talking about the Oran High School Host Club.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Oh,
nice.
yeah,
yeah,
stuff
But
like
I mean,
that.
like the also, I think like me that art style. I think of like what is it, Angel Beats?
Oh, Angel
Oh,
Beats,
yeah.
yeah.
That has
The
that
show's
kinda-
good,
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that, I
Angel
can't get
Beats is
behind
great.
that. But like Berserk, very differentiated between like the art style of the time
Yeah.
and just like you really feel like you're reading through the manga just watching it. Like it's very accurate to the original
critiquing
source.
like old anime art style is crazy when you've seen. Have you seen those like 3D animation? Like, what is the
Yeah.
Berserk anime that's like
Yeah.
3D?
Yeah.
We don't talk about
It
that one
looks
because
so
if you
awful.
waited for 2 seconds, I would have told you my most hated anime.
I have a crazy insane take, but I want to hear your.
So, my most hated anime ever watched
Okay.
is Berserk second season.
Okay.
Okay.
It is the only thing on my anime list that has a 1, and 1 is a special place to me
Yeah.
because that means it personally offends
Yeah,
you.
it is a-
Yes, it is the
personal
only
affront.
thing. It is an affront. It is an abomination to God, and I hate it. And I hope it never ever sees the light of day.
It looks like a fan edit.
Yeah.
Like,
It really does. Have you seen the one where they're like the Berserk guy is walking away from the thing, and you're just like,
yeah, and it's I've
oh
seen
my
it.
God,
my
put it in
God.
post.
It's
Yeah.
so it's
Okay.
so
freaking
sad.
So I have to bring up because we were talking about like CGI in anime,
Yeah.
like 3D animation. My craziest take, and my roommate, like, he almost killed me for this take.
Okay,
right?
that's
Is that I
Rent a Girlfriend is good.
I really
I have something about that after this.
Okay.
I don't know what that has to do with CGI, but that really came out of left field there, Trey.
No, I'm saying this is your take.
No,
Obviously.
this is
That's
not
what
my
you're gonna
take.
say.
Is that Land of the Lustrous is not good.
Yes!
I think I think it's bad. I don't like it. I think it's bad.
Whoa,
I
what
think
about
it's
it? The art style or like the actual?
I think that both the art style and the story are terrible. I think they both.
It's
suck.
boring.
I think they both.
Yo,
suck.
honestly, the people watching are probably gonna hate this, but
They
low-key,
hate
I'm on the
everything
same
that we're
level.
saying
I
right
I
now.
think Land of the Lustrous is not good, dude.
I tried because I know so many people like it,
Yeah.
and I tried
No,
so
exactly.
hard to
So,
get
like,
into it.
I love this,
but it's like
it's just.
I just
I have a
couldn't get
question.
into it.
Yeah.
What is Land of Lustrous?
So Land of the Lustrous, like
Isn't it
became,
Lustrous?
Explain this to me, and I'll tell you whether you're right or
So
wrong.
it became like famous. I think really famous for the fact
What
that
year
it
did
was.
this come out?
I don't know, like,
I don't know. I think the manga's like
Like,
Yeah,
give me
manga's fairly
like
old.
a
My
rough-
bad. Can we cut? I like have to go to the bathroom.
All right, we'll cut.
it's like Erased.
Never seen it.
Yeah, erase.
I like Erased.
Ghost
I think
Stories?
it's good.
Ghost Stories?
I've never seen Ghost.
Ghost Stories is so funny.
Yeah.
The English
The
dub?
The dub. You know what
Wait,
the
wait.
story is behind that, right?
No, because I actually
You don't know the story?
No.
So the company, the studio, as far as I know, the studio that was like, yo, we're gonna hire a bunch of English dubbers, went out of business
Holy
halfway
shit.
through casting. So instead of finishing out their contract with these people, they filed for bankruptcy, and those people didn't get paid at all. So instead of going, we're just gonna stop working. They went, let's trash this anime. So they did that, and their careers blew up.
It's so funny. It like every clip I've seen of like
What are you talking about?
Ghost Stories.
Ghost
dub.
Stories.
Yeah,
like
the
the
Ghost
dub.
Stories. dub,
It's so funny.
Yeah.
They really told them do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my
No,
god.
that's not really
Can
what
you make sure I'm
happened.
in
The company that hired them went into like Chapter 9 bankruptcy or whatever.
Oh.
And instead of finishing it out on goodwill, they went.
Sorry.
They promised they would be paid and everything,
Like
even
stagger
after they
these.
got.
Okay. Yeah.
They like promised they would be paid and everything after they
better?
filed for bankruptcy, and they weren't. So they went, all right,
Oh wait, Trey's like.
let's
fully,
trash
like,
this anime. So they retook everything. The
Yeah.
studio in the America that was like redubbing it put it out, and it just went up, and
Okay.
everyone loved
The
it.
toilet did not stop flushing for 10 seconds.
I was like, dude, did you fall in?
Yeah.
No, the toilet like it flushed and 10 seconds it was going to go.
Okay, let's go back to let's
What were we
talk about
talking
Land of
about?
Lustrous. Land of Lustrous.
Land of
Lustrous.
Lustrous.
All right, explain Land of
So-
Lustrous.
Land of Lustrous, it got really famous a little bit ago. I don't remember how old it is. I should search this up.
Yeah.
But it got really famous because it's a fully CGI anime, like fully 3D CGI anime, and it doesn't look like total terrible. Like it doesn't look absolutely horrendous. Like it's actually okay.
I think it's actually like, pretty decent.
Yeah, it's actually pretty
surprisingly.
decent looking.
But like, what's the
But
story?
people-
What's happening here? And
The
I don't know.
story is like all the characters represent like different minerals or like
Yeah.
like gems. And-
wait, I know what this is.
No, shut up.
Okay, but here's the thing,
Steven
here's the thing, right?
Universe.
Exactly.
I have my own
There we
takes
go,
on
there we
that
go.
show.
And here's the thing, right? The show is decent for what it is. Like, despite what it is, it's decent. But like, people worship that show.
It's crazy.
They'll be like, I love Land of Lustrous. Like, this is
Yeah.
my oh my god, this anime is
I know
amazing.
actually what you're talking about now,
Yeah.
despite
And
you
it-
saying
dude, it
gemstones.
sucks.
It's not Steven Universe, but like
Yeah.
I've heard like there's an anime out
And
there
it-
like
it
this,
is
and I know
not
exactly
good,
what you're
it's not
talking
good.
about.
It's good. The thing is, it's like everyone's just like, oh man, you gotta wait for the build up. You gotta wait for the build up to get through.
Yeah,
And I'm just
it's-
like,
the build up never.
the
gets
entire
good.
season
Yeah.
is the build up. Like,
So,
what am I watching for?
How do you feel
Yeah.
about people that are like, just wait, like
I think
until
that
like
that's
episode
fair.
8?
Oh, you talking about One Piece
Okay,
fans?
No, I'm just saying like just
Wait
in
until episode
general,
500.
you know,
I
like
think-
any fan who's like, wait until this happens,
Yeah.
you know,
I think-
episode 3. What do you feel about that?
I think that a lot of the time, it's so I feel like a good anime, what I define as like a good show, maybe shouldn't even need that because I think for a lot of shows that people say that about. Okay, so for example, I think for a show that I really really like, and if y'all hate the show, I'm gonna start crying. But Steins Gate.
I was just gonna mention that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Steins
Who
Gate-
doesn't like
I love
Steins
it.
Gate?
I love Steins Gate. People.
I haven't finished it, by the way. Don't spoil it.
Steins Gate, right? I think a lot of people. I'm scared.
like
Trey.
Steins Gate?
Trey,
I'm
you don't
scared
like
you
Steins
can't
Gate?
be serious,
You don't like
Trey.
Steins Gate?
I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Okay,
okay.
that's
Not
That's
like,
that's
I'm
okay.
not like
Fine.
But-
I'm honestly fun. Actually, I'll let you finish
No,
first. Yeah.
but I was gonna make a quick point. Is that I think a lot of people are like, you have to wait till like episode
Yeah.
3, episode 4 for Steins Gate, and I kind of disagree with that. I think Steins Gate is like, at least I like was really drawn to it like right out of the gate. I thought it was really interesting. That might just be me.
Are you watching the dub or the sub when you do
The
this?
sub, of course.
Okay,
Why
I'm
would
just
I?
making
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I'm just making sure.
I think the thing about Steins Gate is
Yeah.
the main plot doesn't kick till like episode
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I will say, I understand why people end up dropping it or not liking it because waiting 12 episodes
It
for the
does-
main plot to kick is a long wait.
So-
That's a whole like
I
season.
started Steins Gate back in freshman year of high school,
Yeah.
and I was one of those people
Yeah.
where I was
Okay.
like, I hit the point, and I was like,
Oh,
and then
no.
I came back to it like probably like last year,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have even watched all of that.
Because I think also like the first like arc, not really arc is the right word, of Steins Gate is like it's just like a bunch of character studies, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like it's
I
just like
guess.
okay, what are these characters doing, and it's like them building towards
Yeah.
this like it feels very like you know like you can't really conquer it. But yeah, no, that's
And that's the thing because it's like it's a lot better on the second watch because you don't
Yeah,
realize how
exactly.
important it is
Like,
to
all of this is
understand their base
Yeah.
character
Yeah.
until stuff goes
Way
crazy
later, yeah.
way later. So it's important, but also if it's your first time watching it, I agree that's painful. When I watched it the first time, by episode 6, I was like,
Yeah,
when's the
yeah,
plot?
that's
think-
exactly
think
that's
yeah.
exactly
a
how I
similar
felt.
anime that I feel like this anime is super underrated because I feel like for some reason nobody's heard of it, but I think it's in my mind a 9 or a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Is this really small show called Bakano?
Oh, I love
Bakano!
I love
Have y'all seen
Bakano.
Bakano?
Nope.
No, I've listened to
we
the OP.
watched it
I love the
on-
OP.
The OP is so
I
good.
wasn't there.
And that show,
Yeah.
right? It's what 12, 13 episodes, I think 12
yeah.
episodes, and it does not make like any ounce of sense until the very last.
Exactly,
episode.
exactly.
Like, it makes absolutely you have no clue what's going on, and then the very last 20 minutes, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, actually,
Oh, you know.
funny thing about that, so we actually watched it in our club.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
so, and exact same reaction.
Yeah.
Everyone in the club like would come, they would still watch it like every week. And
They're just
the
trying to,
last
like, figure it
episode,
out.
the whole crowd was just like
Yeah.
going crazy. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it makes sense.
Have y'all
And
ever
that-
seen?
That show is incredible.
It is
That show
incredible.
There's another show like that called Dead Leaves. Have y'all ever seen Dead
No, I
Leaves?
actually haven't.
It's actually the show that inspired Gurren Lagann. That whole
Really?
art style and everything.
Oh, I heard
It's the
of it.
same kind of deal where you're like, what is going on? Very inappropriate anime though, in terms of character design.
Yeah.
But yeah, do your own research, and by episode,
I
the
see
end of
it,
the
right?
last
So-
episode, you figure
see.
out,
So,
you know, something that makes sense.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
realized that I never talked about my favorite and least favorite anime,
Yeah.
and this is a good segue to my favorite, which is an anime by actually the same director as Dora and a lot of the same artists, which is an anime called Durarara.
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 Yeah.
That anime is incredible. I love the anime.
The
so
one
much.
with the motorcycle.
Yeah, with the
and-
motorcycle.
Okay, yeah.
If you don't like it, I'm gonna be so sad.
I didn't get past episode 5.
That's what I'm saying. So his name Dora. I think that the plot of the anime doesn't kick in until episode 24.
Yeah.
Which is an insane
That's
thing
the
to
second
say.
season.
Because No. The first season is 60 episodes.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And because like literally the entire the whole first 5 arcs are just them setting up pieces. Like it's just them setting things together, and then when it goes down,
I don't have that at the time.
it goes
bro.
down. No, but it's
Just give me
insane,
something
though.
nice
It's
and compact.
I
in
think
12
that
episodes.
I'm definitely a sucker for those animes which are it's just building you're setting up the piece and you're like, how is this gonna go down? And then when it goes down, it goes down. It goes insane.
And that's the thing, I've heard it's good, but it's man, I've
It's
tried
so hard to
3
get through.
times to
Yeah,
watch
it's really
it, and
hard
it's
to get through.
I see the whole thing with the motorcycle in the beginning, and I'm like, what is this?
Because there's so many different characters, and
Yeah.
but they're all it's insane. It's I think it's probably my favorite anime.
Yeah, I'll eventually get through it.
Least
So-
favorite. Nobody cares about my favorite, right?
Yeah, true.
I got a few. I'll name some of the more famous ones, and then
Okay.
I hate Anohana.
What is that?
What is that?
I agree. But we watched it in the club.
What is Anohana?
It was the one about
Say
the
English name.
What
It's
is?
Anohana is about a dead friend, and they all start crying. That's it.
No, it's not.
The
That cannot be
craziest
the
thing
show.
about that anime is
Not
see
real.
that?
they could have resolved the plot in 10
Yes,
minutes.
they could have.
Yeah.
Because literally the whole anime is about how do I talk to this dead girl? And then
Yeah.
they literally do in the end. And I'm just like, why didn't they do this a lot earlier? You know?
When did we watch this?
Anohana the flower we saw?
I don't know.
Was it your first year? Was it freshman year for you?
Maybe.
'Cause I was not
I think it was
there.
my
And
first year.
this
so-
is-
I was not there then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
This
I
is
transferred
so
in.
crazy.
I forget.
This is so crazy because this is coming immediately after I said oh, I love the slow moving animes.
Right.
But Anohana is the definition of a slow moving anime.
one.
But it's the definition of a slow moving anime because nothing happens.
Literally.
And that's another show that I think is like this, but I think it's slightly better, but I also really don't like is if y'all know what's the English name? The Japanese name is Nagino Asokara or A Lull in the Sea, I think is the name.
Oh, I've
It's
watched
about,
that.
about the fish people. And then there's a time skip.
Yeah, not a fan. Not a
Yeah,
fan.
not a fan of that one either. Not a fan of that.
The art style is fantastic.
Yeah, art style is great.
Man,
Water
it is
animation.
I feel like a lot of
thumbs
the
up from
times
me.
when people are I'm gonna bash this anime, but the art style's great. That seems to be most.
Because the thing is,
the
when you
takes.
full send on an art
But
style,
you're an anime enthusiast.
Yeah.
Usually,
Yeah.
you're watching it for that.
because
That's already a
the
reason.
ones that are
Well, no, you watch it for the
successful
story.
in
Well,
that are
but you can
action.
also watch it for the art.
So,
Yeah.
like Demon Slayer, great art style.
Demon Slayer
I'm not
has
watching
an
it for the plot
amazing-
though.
yeah.
I love the fights,
Yeah.
but
You
such
know,
an
I love the
Entertainment
slow
District
moving.
arc
Yeah,
fight
and
was too long.
Yeah, I
Too
will say,
long,
I don't think any of my takes are consistent at all.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
So I just said that I don't like Nagino Sakara and I don't like.
But maybe it just caught you on
Anohana.
an off day.
But I really
maybe on
love-
another day you would have
Yeah.
loved it.
Have y'all seen the one Rakugo anime? Was it Showa Genro
Oh.
Rakugo Shinju or something like
yeah,
that?
yeah. I think I watched it.
I love that anime, and
What?
that show is so slow. Nothing happens ever in that show, but it's so good.
I just remember getting bored.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
that show is so good. And then Bunny Girl Senpai also
Oh,
kind of a show
God.
slow.
No,
slow
no,
show.
mid.
Kind of mid.
Mid.
Kind of mid. It's not that good.
It's
People
so
are gonna
good.
hate us for that. People love
Yeah,
that
people-
anime.
I don't
love that
understand.
anime.
I really
I
don't.
think it's like people's association to I don't know,
girls.
the teen drama
Bunny
aesthetics. Because it's the definition of the teen,
let me
high
see
school
these
drama
takes.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
No, I don't rate.
I mean,
things in
it
my
falls in
anime.
line with Komi and what's the other one?
Yeah.
My Dress Up Darling
And
and
also
stuff.
Heian.
What?
Here we go.
Wait, what, huh?
My Dress Up Darling, Komi, Rent a Girlfriend are all ones on mine now.
You
hate
hate them?
I don't like any of them
My
at
dress
all.
up.
Wow.
How are you gonna put My Dress Up Darling in the
I
same
gave that,
category
I
as
gave
Rent
that
a Girlfriend?
so
That's
dumb.
insane.
I agree with
Insane.
Komi's the best of the three.
I gave that.
Komi's the best of the three.
You
Yeah.
call me a one?
Yeah,
I gave
it's
it,
painful to
I gave
watch.
It,
It was
4.
I like him.
oh
Okay, but what do you
man.
think about Heian then?
Oh, I haven't
Keon's
watched
great.
it. One
Keon's
of my
great.
roommates is a huge fan, so I
Keon's
know I'm
great.
gonna hate
Keon
it.
is
boring.
great. Keon is
It's
great.
boring.
Keon
Okay,
is
I think
great.
Heian, the first
The
three
music is
arcs
amazing.
are good, and then you're like, all right, what am I watching? what am I doing here? What am I doing?
Keon fans are a different breed, man.
Yeah.
They're
Hello.
obsessed with the show. Yeah,
Hello.
it's true.
Hi.
I
I'm a Keon fan.
I got a fun story I want to tell because it has to do with the high school kind of. Have y'all played the Persona games?
Yeah, I love them.
Have y'all played Persona 5?
No.
Yeah,
So I'm a Makoto girl. That's who
W,
I, you
best
know,
one,
in Persona
best
5,
one.
right? And so one day it was late at night. This was a few summers ago where they just released Royal on Steam.
Yeah.
And I was playing it, right? and I was doing the the Machta romance route, as you do.
As you do.
And there was a scene where they were at the beach, the MC and the girl, and it was like a really nice scene because they were like, oh, like let's. And they were just sitting on a bench, whatever.
Yeah.
And like there's a sunset, and I was like, oh, this is so nice. And then the screen like dims and it goes to black, right? And I see my reflection. I'm just sitting there like with a blanket around me, like with such a sad look. I'm like, what am I doing?
What am I doing with my life?
What am I doing?
The in-game romance.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like you gotta
The
work
game
for them
for
too.
You gotta work for them too. It's hard.
It's like
you
10
gotta
missions
invest,
and everything. It's
Little
like,
do you know, the game did that on purpose. It was a metaphor. It broke
and
the fourth wall by
that's
doing
how I
that.
feel watching like K-On! It's like, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what am I
like-
watching this for? Yeah.
when the episode ends, just the cold stare
The
into
cold
the
stare, yeah.
At least
Why
you're
you
not
load up
watching
the next
Onimai.
episode.
What?
At least you're not watching Onimai.
What is on in my?
You can look it up.
Oh no, that's a scary one.
Oh, search this up
That's a
later,
scary
yeah.
one.
All right.
No, I think that one's supposed to be like.
Yeah.
But that one, see, that's
That
like,
one's fun.
yeah.
That one's
it's in
fun.
the same category of just like, I don't care. It's like,
Yeah. It's like, I don't care. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What?
All right. I'm going to mispronounce this, but
Okay.
Code Geass.
Yes.
I love Code Geass.
I love that.
I
Well,
love
okay.
Code Geass.
You know,
Here's the thing.
First
I didn't
season-
watch it. I watched the
First
first
season-
episodes and forgot to watch the
Okay,
rest.
first season, really, really good. Second season, take out the fan service.
I
Really, really
agree.
good.
I agree.
Yeah.
The thing is, like,
I hated it.
What? What?
And I tried to watch the second
Okay.
season. I just could
Code
not.
Geass is like that type
But
of anime.
that ending on the first season was.
the thing is, that's the thing though, because
Yeah.
I loved it, and then I actually rewatched it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm not, and
Yeah.
You didn't like it as much?
not even
Really?
nearly as much. 'Cause
It's
the
like
thing is-
watching Gurren Lagann again, bro.
No, I love Gurren
So
Lagann
I have
again,
seen-
but
Really?
yeah, because the thing is with Code Geass is the ending is so like it's
Geass.
good that it overshadows the rest of like
Really?
the
Okay.
kind of bad stuff going on in the rest of the
okay.
You're
season.
just like, this is insignificant.
But
Right.
I'll say though, like I think that
Go ahead.
so I've rewatched Code Geass like maybe
Okay.
3-4 times now, and I think it holds up on every rewatch.
Really?
And I
Okay.
think the reason why is because like the show is so like completely out there. Like it's so just like
It is-
completely
yeah.
like realistic that you like have to buy and like the completely zany stuff that they're doing.
I think
But I think once you buy in completely, like 100%,
Yeah.
you're like, all right, this is like something I will take completely seriously. I think it works. I think it works really
I think
well.
my issue with it is just the art style. I can just
What?
cannot get behind it.
What?
They're just, bro, they look like sticks, bro.
It's like
They're
every time he activates the Geass, like when they
it's like
shake the stone and
Geass.
stuff, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That's
I
cool.
love that, though.
I
But
like
like,
that.
just
It's
like,
so, like,
I don't know.
campy,
There's
yeah.
something about like their figures that are just
Average
off-putting
Berserk
to me.
watcher.
they
dude.
do have weird
They-
builds.
They
yeah.
have
no,
very
they-
What's your
they
thoughts
don't
on
look good.
JoJo's Part 3
But I
art
think
style?
I think
I
part
hate
of that
JoJo.
is they're
What?
I know that's
You hate
polarizing.
JoJo?
Yeah, I don't like it. I can't get behind it. I tried so I've gotten this reaction a million times. I'm like, maybe there's just something wrong with
Wait.
me. Let me sit down and watch every single one.
Holy
I hated it
shit.
the whole time.
Wait,
I
how
couldn't
are
do
you?
it.
How are you a Berserk fan and not?
Yeah, that's so
I
weird.
don't like it. I don't know why.
It's the same vibe.
It-
It's
it
like
is.
Part 2 is the same vibe as
I just
Berserk.
cannot get behind it.
Wait, what do you like not like about it?
oh my god.
I'm like about to like cry or something.
Yeah, I know.
Every time I say that,
Yeah,
you guys are all gonna strangle
Okay,
me.
the first I'll give you this much. The first season of JoJo Part 1 is not
Painful.
that good. It's not that good.
That's
No,
that's
it's
where
like
I
part
say it.
five.
JoJo Part 2.
decent.
That's the
oh
part.
my
That's
God,
the
JoJo
that's
Part
the
2 is
that's
so
the
good.
thing though.
The,
I can't get
the
through
Pillarman
it.
theme is amazing.
You said you
will
watched the whole
say-
thing.
Well, I watched all of first season or the part 1, and I just was like, I don't have it in me to keep.
So you just don't get it. That's why. You're gonna like the rest.
You'll like it.
But like that's the same argument as just wait until you get here and it's good.
But JoJo
Part 1 is 10
JoJo Part
episodes.
1
Do you
is
not
like-
have that
Also,
attention
JoJo
span?
Part 1 is
No,
like
I have
setting up
TikTok
the
brain.
style.
Yeah, true.
JoJo Part 1 is like setting up the style. Every battle is like five episodes, but that never changes really.
Yeah.
But like once you get to episode 2 and like it switches to New York, it gets so much. There's so much more like character and
Yeah.
like everything that's going
Here's
on.
the
and
problem
it's so much
though.
more like
I feel like I've seen a lot of the funny moments just like through like
Nah,
third
nah.
party because like
Not
I mean
everything.
I've seen a lot though because all my friends are always talking about it and they're like gun
I
with a
actually-
gun.
yeah.
But the main
There's
thing
even-
is
yeah.
the main thing is like the absurdity of it. It's like
Exactly.
it'll
It
be
is
like
absurd,
the
yeah.
fight scene will be like every time this bird chirps, you will lose a limb or
Exactly.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's, like, it's so crazy. It's like I
Because
gotta watch this.
I'm a sucker for that trope, that battle trope, which is like each battle is like
Playing
20
chess?
minutes. It's 20 minutes long. Yeah, it's playing chess, and it's also
Yeah.
like every character is like, okay, like let us think for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
about
Hunter x Hunter does this perfectly
Yeah,
with
yeah.
rating the
I have never seen
the
Hunter x
ant
Hunter.
palace.
What?
I've
Have
never
you
seen
you know what I'm
it.
talking about though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ant palace, the raid is like 5 minutes long, and it's like 30 episodes long.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking
one
about
anime that I
like
hate.
Chimera? Thought?
Yeah.
There's
yeah,
an
yeah.
anime
At the
that
end,
tries
it's
to
really
utilize
good.
this, and I think they do it terribly. And this is why I hate this anime. Is No Game No Life. Because like
Whoa!
I don't like that anime. I don't like. I think No Game No Life.
That is
sucks.
a 10 on my mouth.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I'm with
I
you,
don't
brother.
think. I don't think No
What
Game
is-
No
what
Life.
is bad about it?
No Game of Life is good.
like-
It is lewd at times, but
Yeah,
we
think
don't
that-
talk about
I
what
think
the
that the
author
style
did.
and like the I don't know,
What?
like the. It's just really hard for me to buy.
See, now I'm gonna cry. What is
Okay.
Dude, when
You know
I
what?
hear
I'll
the
temper- I don't-
dun, I'm like,
Okay, I don't hate the anime, but I don't know. It's like I think I could never really.
I'm
buy the
5
style,
parallel universes
like,
ahead
I
of
don't
you.
really-
It's like the whole vibe is so cool too. Like all the races being chess pieces.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh man, that's so cool.
One thing
Have you seen
I
the
will
movie?
say though in anime.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I love
Have you
it.
seen the movie?
I have not seen the movie. No.
You gotta watch the movie.
Movie is pretty good. Actually.
It's
Maybe I'll
it's.
watch the movie.
I think it's worse than the
There's a-
anime, but it's
yeah.
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
There's another anime which I think is like that, but I think does it perfectly, and I love this anime so much. Is if y'all seen Zetsu no Tempest, that's kind of an old one.
I don't like that.
I
One.
love Zetsu.
What is Wire takes the opposite.
There is a scene in Zetsu no Tempest, like a 5-episode like scene where like they're just all stuck on an island, and they're all like in different times, like it's like 1,000 years apart,
yeah.
and they're all like, let's think about how to get out of the situation, and it seems like totally like unbeatable, and they're just like, let's think about this, and it's the most insane scene that you'll ever see
All
in
right,
your life.
I have a question for the entire group. In your opinion, what is like the anime with like the fan base that is like, this is the best thing to have ever dropped, and they are just wrong?
I mean, for me, part of that is Land of the Lustrous, because I think Land of the Lustrous has kind of a crazy fan base, and I think they're all wrong.
7 Deadly Sins.
Oh, 7
all
deadly
I'm
frames, bro.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Anybody who's like, yes,
Yeah.
this is peak.
So
No,
this
you're
has
wrong.
kind of died
Sorry.
in recent years, but also I would say Attack on Titan.
No, you were right. I did that. I won't let you besmirch
Attack
that.
on
Yeah, low key.
No!
Everything past season 3 part 2 is not canon.
Wait, I
No,
no,
canon.
wait,
Not
I
canon.
agree. That everything after that part,
Yes.
the other island stuff is so bad.
No, season 4 part 1 was
bad.
good.
No, season 3 part 2, you have like that one scene in you know, like at the edge of the wall, and then when they actually get to like Aaron's old house and like they get to the basement, like the reveal is so
It's so
boring.
disappointing.
I
I
don't
was like,
care.
man.
And everything lining up to that, like the, you know, like the, oh my god, like
think
the,
you- well,
the-
actually,
I think you're just wrong.
The basement reveal was cool because I'm like, oh man, this has a lot of potential.
yeah.
And then when they shift the setting,
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
oh
like,
man,
yeah.
I don't like
I will
any
say
of these
though, okay,
characters. or
you know,
anything
one thing
about
I
it.
can give it is that the OP is good for
I
like
love
the
the
Marleys,
OPs.
for like the season 4 part 1 and part 2 OPs are pretty solid.
Yeah.
I did like the anime ending. The way they just did it was
Yeah.
good. But
Versus the manga.
I originally-
for people who don't know,
Yeah.
manga ending
Is
and
horrendous.
anime
Oh
ending
my
are
God.
completely
Yeah,
different.
Wait,
So-
the anime ended?
Yeah.
so I haven't actually.
Dude, I didn't watch it.
I haven't seen the anime ending yet. I
Okay,
will.
so let's not spoil the anime.
Okay.
Yeah, so I won't spoil the anime ending. But I will. And I'm
been
not
out
gonna.
for a
I'm not gonna
while.
spoil the details of the manga one. But man, I hated that ending.
Yeah, oh my god.
Ooh, I read that and I'm just like,
Yeah.
man, I'm not gonna watch the
I mean,
anime.
the manga ending
Yeah.
essentially was just like, you know, Hitler wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
basically.
spoiler
That's
alert,
literally what it is.
Attack on Titan spoiler alert. Aaron, you did genocide for me?
Yeah.
They
Thank
love you.
Yeah, the ending is just like,
Yes.
yeah, he's not that bad. Also, this is a love story. By
In the
way.
anime, they don't do that. That's all you
I
need
also
to know.
haven't read the manga.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Do we want to do I kind of want to do like best from each genre because
Uh-huh.
I think that this is a good because we are coming up to the end of the so
Yeah,
we'll do
so-
we'll do a few more faster takes here. We'll do
So we're just gonna. What's the plan here?
well,
We're just gonna say.
I want to
an
first off
anime?
I you know because obviously I want to talk about my takes is best romance anime. What do we
Not
think?
Kaguya.
Well, I don't think Kaguya is necessarily a romance anime for like the first until like 3/4 the way through the show.
I'm gonna be real. I don't watch them.
Yeah, I'm trying to like rack my
Really?
brain. I don't watch a
like
lot
no
of
rom
romance.
coms,
Like,
no
what-
romances.
No,
Okay.
I just can't get behind that.
Yeah, I
Really, I'm
generally
kinda
more like
don't like
shonen
them.
or-
Kinda interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do like Kaguya a lot. I mean, I
think
see it
Kaguya's
as a
pretty
romance.
solid.
It's like one of those ones where like
Yeah.
it like
I don't think it works as a romance.
it
movie,
doesn't
honestly.
work as a
Yeah, I don't
romance,
think
but like
it works as a romance.
it kind of is one. So I really like that
I
one, though, so.
I really like one show, Toradora.
I forgot that existed. Wait, I love Toradora.
You
Wait,
don't.
okay, there
I
we go.
have
I
to
love
watch it.
Toradora. Oh my god, that show is my
The
favorite.
opening,
There's
man,
so
the
many
first
where
opening.
me and you look at each other, we haven't seen it.
That's probably
Everyone's like, Toradora's peak. I
We're
haven't
like-
seen it.
Because I remember I watched Toradora, I loved it. Then people were just like, "Oh, watch Golden Time." It's like same vibes.
Golden
and then
Time
it
is
was.
Golden Time is really good, and I really like Golden Time, but I don't think it touches Toradora.
It doesn't touch Toradora.
I don't think it
yeah,
touches
yeah,
Toradora.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Toradora is
right.
that is so much better.
Shield Hero.
I liked it.
I've never seen
the first
Shield Hero,
season
but
I
I'm
actually
scared of
liked.
it.
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
a little afraid.
They're a little afraid.
I'm a little
I heard it
Why-
falls
why are you
No,
off.
to
afraid?
watch it, to watch
watch
it.
it. Why are you afraid to watch it?
I don't know, like all the stuff I've seen on TikTok about
Yeah.
it, and like the
Yeah.
fan reaction. It seems
Yeah.
so. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get down.
It's got some sensitive
yeah.
things in it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? All right.
Yeah.
I think it's okay, and then you hit the part and you're like, okay, you guys.
Oh wait, I actually do rate. I give Golden Time an 8. Okay.
Full Metal
I
Alchemist?
give.
I love Full Metal.
I give.
Full Metal,
pretty
which
good.
one though?
Pretty
Brotherhood,
good.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood is way better.
Brotherhood is way better.
I gave
I haven't
Brotherhood
seen
a
the
9.
original.
I gave the original a 6. I think.
Yeah.
I think the original is still
I haven't
pretty
seen
good.
the
I gave it a
original.
It's
7.
okay. It's not
Wait,
You haven't seen
I'm looking at this
The
now.
original.
Oh, you haven't seen
I
it.
gave Fairy Tale a 6.
Yeah,
It should
Honestly,
be lower. It should be
understandable.
lower.
No. Your opinion's invalid for the
Yeah,
rest of the
yeah.
session.
Fairy Tale. Okay, I watched it when I was a
I
kid.
gave
and I liked
Devilman
it.
Crybaby a 5.
Worse. It should be worse.
That's crazy.
Wait, I gave Death Note a 6. Okay.
All right, you know the classic like, oh man, your name. What do we actually think on it? Because
I think your name is a 7.
I like your name.
I
I
think
like
your
your
name,
name.
the
I
more
think your
times you watch it, the more
gets worse.
times. Yeah, it does. Because chronologically, it makes no freaking sense.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it fits into those anime, which is like K-On, like that, like Komi, where it's like. I think the goal is like, oh, it's like an emotional, like,
yeah, but when you
But it's
really
like
start
no one-
critically thinking about the things they got at
Yeah,
play
but you
here,
don't critically
you're just
think
like,
about K-On. Nobody.
It's like no one checked the calendar.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what?
but like, no,
what?
you're supposed to with that, you know?
I don't know.
I feel like
It's like you have a
are.
phone.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess
did you
there is
turn it
body
on?
swapping.
Yeah,
so
I think
whatever.
Bakano is my only 10 on my anime list. Actually.
What's the
Bakano
What do y'all
is-
think of like My Hero? Because I know people fight on it a lot.
Okay.
It's pretty solid.
It's
I mean,
okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Well, I mean, like, the first season I felt was like
Yeah.
pretty good for the times, you know, and then the second season it just kept, and then there was like spikes a little bit, and then it would just go right back down to where it was.
The worst part of My Hero is they're still in their like first year.
I will
Yeah,
say, though,
It's like what?
I will say though, the
No,
music.
didn't time progress?
No, they're in their
they're
second year.
still in their
No, they're in
first-
their second
I'm
year.
caught
now.
up with the
Second year,
manga.
they're
I
in
should
their
know
second
I
year.
this.
forgot that they had like their
Yeah, they
summer
did. They did.
internships or
It's
whatever.
like the
Yeah.
Diary of the Wimpy.
But it's
Diary
like
of the
crazy. It's
Wimpy
like
Kid effect. Where
how many villains are
Reggie's
attacking
in
the
7th
school?
grade.
It's like
It's actually it's just
Yeah.
a metaphor for he's in hell.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
hold on,
Yeah.
to go back on that. So with what is it called? My Hero Academia. I feel like the music direction is like probably one of the best I've seen in anime. That is a
best
take.
in anime.
I mean,
That is
it's
a
up
take.
there.
It's a
It's up
very
there. It's a hard take,
Yeah.
I
but
think
like
Black Clover does it better.
you say run, and it's just like, oh man, it's pulling up that number by
I guess
a
so.
lot.
They
Yeah.
they do have good.
They have some great music and some backing tracks, and then they get the nice animation whenever there's a fight scene. But every other time, when there's not a fight happening, they're just like,
Yeah.
I got a crazy next
Hold on,
anime
hold on,
to
hold on.
introduce. Yeah.
Speaking of Black Clover,
Yeah.
after we watch the 5 episodes of Anime Club, the mystery episode is always an episode of Black Clover.
Yeah, so that's actually
Spoiler.
one thing we do in the club. So our officers, we every week we pick one episode that we just show to the club, like something they maybe haven't seen or something like that.
Yeah.
And so everyone knows that I'm like a huge Black Clover fan, and so they're just like, and no one agrees with me. Everyone's just like, oh, Black Clover's trash. So every time I have a mystery episode, I have the video titled Black Clover episode whatever.
Isn't Black Clover the one with the guy named Asta? or
Asta,
something?
yeah.
Okay.
I will say his screams are the most like.
I'll give you that.
ear-piercing thing
I'll give you
I've
that.
ever, like,
I'll give you
heard.
that. I've seen that.
Like once he stops doing that, it's enjoyable. But it just like it rings in your ears in the worst way. So
This is kind of. We can get back to anime, but I was thinking about this question walking into this casting room. Is like, what does Anime Club think about like their own conception on campus? Because like I think
true.
because reasonably like you ask a GT student about Anime Club, one of two things are gonna happen. They'll be like, oh yeah, Anime Club, and they'll be like, Anime Club, like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I think so. and we've seen like a good amount of this because like whenever we advertise for stuff, like we post it on Reddit. We put it on like the
Georgia Tech Reddit.
the event page and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know what
And
I think?
I mean, I think with every like anime community, we get our fair share of like hate for it. But I think the people who've like interacted with us or like been part of our community have actually really come to like our vibe. And you know, it's something I see often where I've actually been told this where it's like people will be like, oh hey, I had this like idea of what kind of people y'all would be, and then they would come to an event or something and like, hey, y'all are just you're just chill people. I think like
they think like
it's about
weeb,
like normal people from like a GT standpoint.
Yeah, and I agree, and I think, I mean, of course, the anime community does have its bad sides, of course, but I think our community at Tech, I think, is great, and you know, it's like one of those things with like every other club where it's like you got to give it a shot and then judge it based off of that. So.
No,
it's that kind of situation.
I definitely do agree because like we're doing the you know because I'm part of D&D club and now that we're doing the Maid Cafe like collaboration, right? And at Org Fair I was like advertising like, oh, this is like Maid Cafe, right? And then as soon as the words Maid Cafe left my mouth, people were like, oh, like what? Like, huh?
But you have to clarify. But no.
Yeah, no, it's a tablet. Like it's not.
It's not bad.
Like, even with the Maid Cafe, I think it's. I do think it's hilarious that well, like what 80% of your like y'all's maids are just dudes. Like,
that is the thing.
Like just straight up,
it's hilarious, and it's funny because people like when we're in the org fair and stuff, when you mention like, oh yeah, we do like a maid cafe and stuff like that, we always get the response. But then somehow we always get such a large turnout in our maid cafe, so I'm just like,
it's like you're
just
what are you hiding,
anyways.
man? What are you hiding?
It's like I'll see people at the org fair like, I saw you at the cafe. I recognize you.
And I remember the face you made.
I remember that face you made.
And now look who's come crawling back.
So I think this goes for everything, but honestly, just like give it a shot. That's like really what it.
I've heard only good things about the Maid Cafe, despite
it's a fun time.
It was fun.
You know, organizing it is a lot.
All the maids are okay. So like maid cafes in like East Asian countries, that's like a different like a different thing. But like all the maids, it's like volunteer based.
Right.
You're cooking food. It's like that's just
it's a good time.
It's a good time. It's a good time for everybody.
Yeah, and I think it's just a fun experience.
It's
so overall,
That's just like one of the things I'll do. I mean, I'll do a bunch of other stuff too. So.
All right, crazy take. We're going back to the terrible ones now.
Yeah.
Maiden Abyss. I don't think it's that good.
Ooh,
I think it's
that's
overrated.
a take. That's a bad take.
What is this?
I think it's,
What is this?
I don't know. I was going for the. I think it's a little overrated.
I'm still watching
I
it,
agree.
so I still kind of have to make my judgment. But I think
What do you mean still watching? Like
I'm like a bit
yeah.
into season 1. Like I like just started it actually, so
He has no idea.
I have no idea.
He has no idea.
I have no idea.
He
I did hear it kind of goes off the rails.
I think that the first half of season 1 is like, I don't know, maybe the best. No, actually, like the mid part of season 1. Actually, I don't know. That's
like kind of where I'm at. So maybe
hard
I'm
to
in the
say.
good part. I don't know.
The movies are good though. I think the movies are fairly
Define
solid.
good.
Ooh. Okay.
Good as in narratively good. Because like, I mean, you're watching like literal.
There's a lot of weird stuff in the show, and it's like
no, not weird. Just like, man, that's screwed up.
So
man,
have you seen Maiden Abyss? Okay.
I swear to God,
I've heard of some like crazy
I'm pretty
stuff.
sure the author gets off on like child torture. Like it gets to that point.
You might not even be wrong. But
like I feel like if you have to make your series be like
I think you've watched a lot more than I have.
That's rough.
And I've seen like TikTok clips and like wow, they're crazy.
No,
I've seen some crazy
it
stuff,
gets really messed up. And honestly, I can't just watching it makes my stomach churn. I'm just like, what am I doing?
Next one, this is a two-parter because I think these two things have something in common. Erased and East of Eden. Have y'all seen East of Eden?
Yeah.
No.
I've seen neither.
Have you seen?
I've seen East of Eden.
And you've seen Erased?
What haven't you
Yeah, I've seen both.
So I think so for those of you that have seen both or seen one, what I think both of them have in common is that the ending, it's not. I don't think it's there for me. I don't think it's there.
Yeah.
Erased ending? No. East of Eden ending?
The Erased ending was like, wow.
Yeah.
I was saw like the wheelchair scene on the roof. I was like, whoa.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Let's get back to mainstream anime right here.
Yeah.
What's her opinions?
I think Erased is
What's her
fairly
opinions
mainstream.
on Dragon Ball Z?
I think it's pretty good.
I love Dragon Ball.
You really do?
I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan.
You're not talking about like Kai, like you're sitting there watching through the filler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, I will say the
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, because
filler-
come on, man.
I like the
Be
characters,
real.
so it was okay.
I will
but
say, Kai is actually a godsend.
Kai
I'm gonna be
was
real.
fun. OG Dragon Ball has a lot of painful
Now,
filler.
the music,
Music
the
is
original
great.
Bruce Faulkner score of Dragon Ball Z, classic.
You know, actually,
Unfortunately, you have to watch through filler to see it.
so yeah, Dragon Ball was like the first time I like interacted with an anime actually, and the funny
Yeah,
thing is, it was
same.
not the anime. I first like knew about Dragon Ball because I played the game. Well, my friend, they were
Like Xenoverse or like what?
not Xenoverse. They had like those really old. like,
Budokai Tenkaichi or whatever?
I don't know the name. It's like my friend owned it, and I would like go over and play like PlayStation at his place.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And
Yeah,
he,
that's
like, it was
Budokai.
like- yeah, Budokai. Yeah, that's what it
yeah.
was. And he had Budokai, and I was
Yeah,
like,
no, that was a really...
and he was really fun. And
Yo,
he was
yeah.
just like, yo, there's like a show on this. And I was like, and
What?
this is me like middle
If
school.
you
I'm
only
like,
you could,
I'm
you're like,
whoa.
if you ever went back and looked at that memory, you'd be like, no.
Yeah, I was like, that is the point in my life where everything went down.
Everything went
so,
downhill.
yeah.
Okay, so I have to leave soon, but before I leave, I have to bring up just one more anime that I need to get everybody's opinions on. What do you think about Death Note?
I like
It was still good. It was
Come
still good. I
on,
don't
Death
care.
Note.
I don't care.
I think Death Note is like at least a 7 out of 10.
It is
maybe greater.
It is an 8 out of 10,
Okay,
and
8
then
out of
L
10.
dies.
I agree. The moment
Dude.
L
Yeah.
No,
gone,
it's still
so
good.
mad.
It's been out forever, so I
yeah.
don't care that I'm spoiling
Yeah, I
it.
think
If you
it's
haven't seen
still
it,
good
now,
after that.
Yeah, if you're
It's
just
not good.
now like, oh my god, RECON.
It is slightly less good.
Boom.
It's
Yeah.
still good.
You said it yourself.
It's still
I think
good.
You
I
said
think-
it
it's
yourself.
still good.
Okay,
L
I think-
dies, and
no,
it's
no,
just
here's
like,
the
what's the
thing.
point?
I
Here's the
agree.
thing, after L dies, I think it like literally.
You
I
have
think
a climax.
No, I think it goes the direction of Code Geass, which is
Yeah.
it gets
It
so
does.
it gets
Yeah,
so
it does.
weird, it gets so kooky that you just have to buy in 100%, or else you will just not enjoy anything.
Nier.
in it.
Literally,
Yeah, exactly.
Nier was the worst
Yeah,
part of it.
Nier was
Wait, actually, on that note, live action adaptations.
Awful.
Did y'all watch the Death Note one?
I watched Cowboy Bebops. And
Cowboy
oh
Bebop? I
haven't seen
man,
any
It's
of
awful.
always bad.
Yeah.
It is awful.
Death
Death
Note
Note?
was crazy bad. It was unbelievably bad. Like, I can't make this up.
I don't
but
think how it like
somehow, like, the ending of the Death Note live action was just like, oh, I can write in the note that precisely at this time, someone else is gonna blow up a Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
And that was like part of
That's
someone
not
else's
real.
death. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And also he can like, he wrote his own death in the notebook, but then also he wrote that he doesn't die, and that's how he survives. And I'm like, what is this plot? yeah.
Yeah.
All
right,
the
well,
One
I have
Piece
to head
live
out.
action. Fun times.
I'll see y'all later then.
Can't believe
Have a good evening.
Can't believe
I'll slowly
Azeez is-
walk
Oh,
out.
you're just gonna walk out of the
Yeah.
grave.
Walking out.
Is that actually the end? That's how you're gonna do it?
Well, I'm leaving. I think y'all can continue.
I mean, we can. Oh yeah, Azeez left in case we just cut that part out.
Yeah.
He left.
He was
quit,
so sick
he's
of
not
our
here
opinions
anymore.
that he just
We're
left.
replacing Flavio with him. So welcome to the cast, Flavio.
Oh.
You're now my official co-host.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Welcome to the podcast.
Nice to meet you.
So
Hello,
we were
everyone.
talking
Welcome
about,
back to the WreckCast.
Yeah, Reed is just Azeez now. He's just behind the
Hello, it is I, Azeez. Hello.
Sounds just like him. Anyway, so we're talking about live action anime. This is probably wrong, but the first encounter I ever had with live action anime had to have been the Attack on Titan live action.
There's an Attack on Titan.
I didn't
live
even
action.
know.
It was a Korean film, and it was so bad.
I
It
thought that was like a car
terrible.
commercial.
It's like in modern day.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty up there. It came out in like 2013 or something like that. But man, that animation did not age well. If you go and look at it, we'll look at it after the cast, and I'm sure there'll be like an image up here. Probably not a purely nude one, but it's like
That's
it's pretty
crazy
bad.
because
It's pretty bad.
like, what even is the threat if it's like modern day? Like is it
Guns.
like
There's just a lot of
like the
them.
whole point
I
is
think
like
the-
they have to fight them with
At
swords.
some point, yeah, at some point they're like on a train or something. I never really watched into it, but like I saw a lot of modern technology and I was like, why is it modern day? Because there was like really tall buildings and stuff in like the real, but this is
Yeah.
back when I watched it in 2013
Yeah.
when I saw the trailer. So
It's like honestly they could just like
not.
throw a missile at it.
Yeah, I know. Where's the ICBMs, bro?
Like
Just level
Attack
them.
on Titan would not survive in
I
America.
feel like
They would just not
CDC
live.
owns a
Yeah.
chemical weapon that can, decimate these
Yeah, it's
things.
like I think it's like those Twitter fights. It's like, oh, the U.S. military versus like the
everywhere
rumbling.
else. Yeah,
it's like
it's easy. Just build a wall. Easily.
Yeah, literally.
The one time it's allowed.
So that's why it's modern.
Yeah, that's why it's modern. But anyway, so yeah, speaking of, Attack on Titan, I mean, we've already talked about it a little bit, but that Dragon Ball Z, Death Note, they're all like really big, fan following shows. The one that really comes to mind that we have yet to talk to, which I feel like anime individual, like
I think we should have talked about.
We should have already talked about One Piece.
Yeah.
How do we feel on One Piece?
It's okay.
The anime, because that's what we're here
I haven't
for.
seen it.
You haven't seen
Nope.
it.
I read the manga, but I've seen a lot of the anime.
I've read it.
I like it. I actually like One Piece quite a bit.
So you're telling me you've watched through near 1,000 episodes.
Yeah. Well, I didn't watch all the 1,000. I read it and then I watch the episodes of like the things that I like. So like the cool fight
I feel
scenes,
like that's
I'll
the
go
right way to do that if you're
Yeah.
actually going to do that.
And for the exact reason why you're describing, it's a lot of episodes. But also they're like making a remake.
Do you think
So,
the One Piece is real?
of course it's real.
I mean, what's his face said so.
So
it's
you know,
gotta
I
be.
mean, I don't want to drop spoilers, but like a lot of good stuff happening in the manga right now. It's
You
very
think-
exciting.
do you think
The
it'll
current
ever
arc's
get an
pretty good.
ending? Before the
I
author
think
dies.
if
Before
it-
the author dies. Will it have a berserk moment or will the author
It's
actually
crazy
finish
because
it?
I think Oda, like the manga, like at one point said that like, there's a chance that happens, and that is
That
a
was
very
2
scary.
days ago.
That was that 2 days ago?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh,
what it was.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he,
like,
like,
they
there was an
tweeted it,
article.
or something
Wow.
like that, or like an interview or something like
Something
that.
like that.
But I think it would be a crazy shame.
So if you were to, since you're caught up,
yeah,
if you were to guesstimate how many chapters of manga you think there would be before we have an official ending to One Piece, what would that be?
well, considering there's like
aside from spin-offs. or
considering
something
that there's
that.
like more than one arc left, I think a good amount. I think
Something like 300, 400 plus.
300 chapters.
Honestly,
Honestly,
I think
it's
300 is a good
possible.
estimate.
I think it's possible.
Yeah.
Because the release schedule is like pretty fast. Like not well,
Really?
pretty
Yeah, it's
fast
like
as
once
in
a
like
week. Do they ever have hiatuses or anything?
Yes.
yeah,
they do.
like
They
more
just had
often
like a
now.
3-week
Yeah,
hiatus.
so
Oh man, Berserk, can't relate,
Yeah.
dude. I've had a hiatus for years.
it's like honestly, I think
Dude, that hurts.
One
It hurts
Piece
so
and
much.
Berserk are like similar in that aspect. I know it's a crazy comparison.
Oh no, it's not even comparable.
Yeah,
It's not comparable. Berserk
like-
has 2-year hiatuses,
No, I
and then
know,
you get one chapter, and that's it for that.
I mean,
year.
in terms of like sort of like
so bad.
the situation of like the ending,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I think if One Piece doesn't get the ending, then it'll be so sad because like
All that work for nothing.
The whole buildup is to the like One Piece, and I agree. There's like a lot of good characters.
Well,
all-
I mean,
all that
there's a
stuff,
lot of
but-
shows, that have that.
Yeah,
And
but it's
then,
like-
they just fall
Yeah.
short because of either, author
Yeah.
dying, budget cuts. Neon Genesis is a good example
Right.
where literally they ran out of budget, and
Right.
that could have been it. You would have never seen
Yeah.
Neon Genesis. It would not be the icon you had today. It
Yeah.
may not have gotten a movie. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, because
That's
and that's the
insane.
thing. Because like One Piece is at it's so like it has crazy potential for like how crazy it's gonna blow up when the One Piece like.
I'm sure
royalty
you're
runs.
right, but I'm not.
But in the
investing time
case
in
that like it doesn't happen,
Mm-hmm.
or if the actual One Piece ends up being something like bad or fans don't like it.
What if the One Piece was the
Such-
friends we made along the way?
Okay, so he's confirmed it's not that. So thank God. If
The enemies we made along the way?
I would cry.
Maybe.
But it's like kind of like Berserk, where it's just like, oh, amazing build up, great arcs, leading to something amazing, and then
2-year
we don't get to see it.
They've been on a boat
Because
for
in the end,
7
like
years.
especially with Berserk, is like we're never gonna see what the original work was intended to be in the end.
Yeah, well, at
Um,
least, with Berserk, if people don't know and they read Berserk,
Yeah.
and for some reason they didn't know this, it's kind of hard to believe, but Berserk authors died back like a year or two ago.
Yeah. So
And I think it was cancer or something like that.
Uh-huh.
It was some kind of issue.
Very,
but
very sad.
he's had a lifelong friend that has worked through him with this novel for the entirety of his life.
Mm-hmm.
And before he died, he explained to his friend in great detail everything that will happen until the ending of the book or manga.
Yeah.
And his friend, in good humor, is helping the team that writes the manga to like push those out.
Yeah.
Imagine the burden on this man's shoulders if he like flops.
Also, it's a sheet of notes of like stuff of it too.
Yeah.
So
It's not just a sheet; it's a freaking book in itself.
Yeah. So it's like imagine someone gives you like a stack of just notes, and they're just like,
here's the entire plot.
finish this already amazing like story.
And then also keep the illustrations up to par.
Exactly. And the
There
illustrations
are some illustrations where I'm like, that's not Berserk level quality in some of the recent stuff. But like, I'm like, at least I'm getting it. I just need to know how this plays out.
The big thing about it for me, especially when I think about like Berserk and stuff, and even like One Piece, I can say for this too. It's like there's a lot of like mysteries and like details where it's just like
the world building is
amazing.
It's,
and
like in its own tier.
And it's just like, well, I wonder if those notes or details given, I mean,
Are excluding
probably,
anything?
Yeah, excluding any of those
I'm
details.
sure.
Like, what's that? The knight on the horse, like
Skull Knight.
Skull Knight.
Skull Knight's one of my favorite characters.
Very cool character, and it's just like
amazing. And honestly, they kind of went into his backstory, and
cool stuff.
I mean, it's not exactly all explained. It's left to
Exactly.
like reader
It's like-
interpretation. That is so useful.
And that's why it's
I'm
like-
sure you can relate.
Totally.
Yeah,
All right, hold on. Let's loop it back in. All right, we're done with Berserk.
Yeah.
Flavio, big anime fan, right? What is one of your anime?
No.
You're in the anime club.
Okay, anyway, continue.
Okay. Yeah, what is one of the big animes that has a cult following that you enjoy immensely, other than like what
Immensely?
what we've already stated? Or are you one of those people that like, nah, the mainstream?
I
media
haven't seen
loves it.
Naruto. I haven't
Okay.
seen Bleach.
That's unfortunate.
I'm caught up with One Piece.
What's
the manga
probably the most likely to have like a cult following that you would enjoy?
that I've seen?
Polarize everything.
I need to
Pull up
check.
the anime
I need to
list.
check.
We can cut if needed.
For me, that's like Naruto.
Oh, can we go back to live action for 1 second?
Honestly,
My first experience with live action was the Kakegurui live action show.
I forgot they have a live action.
It's
for
really
that.
bad.
But honestly, I think the anime for that is also kind of like.
The anime is not that great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've met one diehard Kakagiri.
Yeah,
There are Kakegurui fans.
There
I thought
are.
everyone's like it's.
It was a
mid.
13-year-old girl that it was babysitting, and
Oh,
like
okay.
it was just like, okay, man.
Yeah, it's.
go
Oh,
do your
Chainsaw
homework.
Man.
Just go do your homework.
Chainsaw
Oh,
Man.
Chainsaw Man, huge
Chainsaw
fan.
Man.
I like Chainsaw Man,
Chainsaw
and
Man's
people
good.
people
But I
really
think-
like
I think-
Chainsaw Man.
I have some thoughts on Chainsaw
Yeah,
Man.
I remember him talking about this when we were setting up.
So.
What are your thoughts on Chainsaw Man? And what? Hold on, let's start with.
I
start
want to
with
hear
you.
your thoughts
Yeah.
first.
I like it.
Okay, that's it.
I like it.
Are you just reading through the manga, or are you watching the anime?
I'm caught up with the manga.
Okay.
So
Yeah, same.
Let's stick to like just mentioning things up to
just
the anime.
okay. If you're only watching the anime, it's like
You're robbing yourself of a.
I agree.
no. I'm saying if you're like you can wait for it, but I'm saying right now it's not peak yet.
I agree.
Not peak Chainsaw Man. But
My thoughts on. Okay, I will say this.
Okay.
Anime done very well. Looks amazing. Cool stuff. I think for what the anime is, it's really good. Is it a good adaptation of Chainsaw Man? I think no.
Why?
Because for me, the appeal of Chainsaw Man and like why I was like going through it is like, oh, it's a dude that turns into a chainsaw, jumps into monsters. It's violence, gore, a lot of action. The anime, there is a much larger focus on the scenes in between.
Oh,
and you
so
can
you're
notice,
saying they're like skipping over content a lot?
not even skipping content. All the content is there, but you can notice in like the
They're not
quality
giving
of
much
animation,
emphasis.
how much like love they're giving to certain scenes. They care more
About the
about
fight
like
scenes.
the in between scenes and less about like the fight stuff. And I will say the fight scenes are
Interesting.
still done very well, but it's like you've seen the
There
clips
is
of
a
like
fine balance.
like
Yeah.
there's got to be like that sort of balance,
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
also, I mean, obviously their production quality was high, theme song amazing, all
Yeah.
that stuff, but it's like I'm here for like.
What about you?
I was like
Do you think
expecting
that
longer
too, or-
fight scenes, and they were like end up being
I
pretty
can get
short.
behind
so
that.
I
haven't read the
actually
manga, but I can
so
see
I'm
it.
on the team of I actually enjoyed not fight scenes more. So I enjoy the in between.
And that's the
more.
biggest split in like the Chainsaw Man like fan base.
Yeah.
It's like, are you there for the action, or are you there for the stuff in between?
I'm there for like the stuff like the character development story
Really?
type of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. The thing is, any scene with Makima in it is animated to the quality of like it's the most
know.
well animated thing you've ever seen in your life, which is hilarious.
You know why they did
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
It's like you'll see scenes where it's like Chainsaw Man fighting a monster will just be like blurs and dashing
Yeah,
around.
It's the
And then-
berserk.
And then the feet are like the most high res thing I've ever seen. It's like, what? It's like, what?
Then you have like Makaba calling Denji a dog, and it's like the most
Rough.
glorious animation.
Yeah, there was a lot of woofing going on.
Oh
in
my
there,
god.
So
I mean, you know, you gotta do what sells. That's really what the
Yeah.
studio is trying to do at this point.
True.
And they're trying to, you know, push merchandise. And at the end of the day, that's what anime is made for.
Yeah.
Sell the merchandise.
oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad.
No,
I get
no,
it. I mean, it's
like,
it's cool.
It is,
But
yeah, there's some awooga
I wanna see
moments
some
in there
action,
for sure.
yeah.
But like
So.
action is
It's fun
different.
stuff.
It is a different breed.
Yeah, but I am excited for like what's coming next because like I think where they ended the season is like a great place to like
To stop.
lead into what's going.
My favorite
to
character
next.
is gone. I'm so upset.
Gone?
Huh?
Gone?
Gone.
From Hunter x Hunter?
What?
I thought you said Gone.
I said gone.
My favorite
From
character is
Chainsaw
Gone, and I
Man.
was like,
Wait, who's that again?
we haven't even talked
I'm
about Hunter x
sorry.
Hunter. Have we all seen Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, bet. All right, Hunter x Hunter. What's the
Okay.
best arc?
Not Chimera art.
Not
I
Chimera.
don't know. It's not Chimera.
Yes, it
is
is.
not.
No, it is.
It's not.
Chimera
Okay,
Ant is
Battle Tower.
I really liked it.
Which
okay,
one is
yeah,
that?
that's fair.
That's
Battle
actually
Tower?
probably my favorite.
The
I think
one,
it's my
yeah,
favorite.
yeah. Okay, cool. Then we were in agreement
Okay.
on that.
Um,
Second best for
I
me.
think Chimera Ant is like really good. I really like that art.
Chimera Ant's amazing.
But man, I
It's a
really,
good
I
arc,
really
it's not
had
the best
fun with
So you think Battle Tower?
Yes.
Battle
what
Tower.
made what?
Chimera arc
separates-
is too long.
That's crazy.
It's
That's a
too long.
crazy way to.
It's like
not
60
like it.
episodes.
Because it's great. It's
Too
just
long.
amazing. 20 of those episodes happens within 5 minutes.
Yeah,
of
they
time.
could have cut like 20 of those.
No, they thought about everything. That battle is so thought out. It's amazing. What is your take?
I
Do you also
really-
you think the Chimera Ant arc?
I think
is,
it's fantastic.
Okay.
My
But
favorite
what about
has
Battle
got to
Tower?
be Battle Tower is okay. I mean,
It's not Chimera Ant.
it's not Chimera Ant.
My man.
It's not Chimera Ant.
Yes,
I also
sir.
really love the Phantom Troop stuff. Really
Yes,
fun.
but unfortunately,
that was good.
they're a little. After they show up and
Yeah.
they're like they had that one Chimera Ant battle for whatever reason,
Yeah.
and then they bye.
Yeah,
They like forgot about
they
Kurapika
they
for like
did
so
2
hard.
seasons.
Yeah, because I want to see like that whole thing go down.
Who would be your favorite character if you had to pick? 'Cause
Leorio.
I
Leorio?
honestly.
That meme is it because of the meme?
No, I
Leorio
genuinely
meme?
like Leorio's character. He has an arc.
Okay.
There's like a whole one.
I like
fair.
Leorio.
fair.
Like he was in it for the money, and by the end, he's just like, no, I'm doing this for the good of people. So I'm like, oh, yeah.
I'm a cash out gun fan. Like I just.
Really?
Gaunt.
Yeah.
I think Kill was pretty cool. I like Kill.
I
a
mean,
lot.
just like the
Goodness.
ending of Chimera Ant with like what he ends up doing. I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
It was
Like,
cool. I liked it.
That was like, whoa. But you could see in Gon's character, there's a little bit of what's the word? Like unhingedness.
He's a kid. This is kid behavior.
This is kid behavior, but there are some things that he does leading up to, the final Chimera Ant moment that kind of like foreshadows like his immense care for the ones around him and like what the repercussions would be if someone was to challenge that,
Yeah.
I guess.
I like
There's some really good
yeah.
character building.
I like
Yeah.
Kurapika a lot. I think
Kurapika?
Kurapika, how
Yeah.
it's pronounced.
That's not pronounced like in the English dub, but like.
Yeah,
Kurapika,
I
come
said it
on.
because that's how I know it from the dub.
Kurapika.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's I think the character is really cool and their arc
He is cool, but for some reason, I don't know what it is. I think it's just his voice. I
Yeah.
just get an ick. I don't know.
You get an
Anytime
ick?
he's on screen, I'm just like,
I think I really like the way they fight. Like the whole
oh, that's
chain
cool. Yeah,
system. It's
yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
And, like he's got, what is it called? Where they like make deals with themselves.
Yeah, it's
and
like-
it's just I'm going to use this on
Yeah.
only these people,
Yeah.
otherwise I die, and then boom, you're just overpowered.
It's so OP. Yeah. And yeah, it's like it's cool because I obviously I think there's more that needs to be seen for that character.
well,
to
you're
be,
not
like,
gonna
really
see
be
it,
amazing.
unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. We're not gonna. Another thing, like with Berserk, unfortunately, we will never. Dark Continent. We won't see.
Hunter x Hunter is just
Not seeing Dark Continent is the
Well,
saddest
they're
thing
still
ever.
publishing the manga.
They are, but it's bad.
Damn.
Didn't they like drop one chapter and like dip though? Like
They're
I'm
at the
thinking that's
beginning,
wrong.
At
and
the
then
beginning,
and then
and
now
then
they're
they
actually
were doing
publishing
it.
it.
But I've
It's actually
heard-
coming
I've
out
heard
weekly.
Has
that,
there been chapters though? Is
I've
that a thing?
heard that it's not up to like the standards you've seen in previous chapters.
I read like 20 chapters and then forgot about it.
Which
Yeah,
sucks
maybe-
because
maybe,
like
yeah.
if you've read the portion, like it's a very small.
I honestly
bit
have
after.
never even interacted with the manga of Hunter X.
Man,
so,
it's like
what's the
it's
difference?
such a fantastic setup.
Are you saying that it's like better, or are you saying it's?
Well, so we haven't actually. So what happens in the manga, like without spoilers, obviously, is they give a massive setup for what was supposed to be a huge arc.
Which was the
Um,
Dark Continent?
It's an arc that involves getting to the dark continent.
Oh.
So basically, they put a bunch of big players on a boat,
Uh-huh.
and like they're just like, this boat is going to dark continent.
Who's the I'm forgetting his name, but the clown guy.
Hisoka.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's probably my second favorite character.
Hisoka's a great character. I think they're fun to watch.
He has some unhinged moments too.
Yeah.
Some? His whole character's unhinged.
Yeah.
But it's like
That's the joke.
Yeah.
like the way how spontaneous he is like part of the fun though.
I guess.
Like when a plan does not go the way he
Ooh,
foresaw
yeah.
it, he's cracked. Like you're
so-
done. You are so done. Especially like when they set him up originally in like what was it the what arc was that where they had the hunter exam
Oh
arc.
yeah.
And his badge gets taken. And he just turns around and he's like, "Oh, you're dead."
Actually.
yeah. Like that's just like you're done.
Honestly, dude's just a menace. Like,
Yeah, and
dude
he
joined
continued-
the troop casually just
In
to
Battle
fight.
Tower,
Yeah.
he's sitting across the hallway and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not letting you through. Good luck." And Gon's like, "Why can't I move?"
Yeah.
And he's like,
You have
"Good luck."
questions for us? Cool.
I do.
All right, cool. We're gonna do a questions and answers type.
All right, let's do it.
Well, we got 3 questions this time.
Okay.
As of right now, what is the best current airing anime?
Current airing. Ooh, I don't like.
Dungeon Meshi.
I'm not watching any.
I
current
feel
airing,
I
actually.
feel like I'm gonna get stabbed by both of
You
you.
probably will.
But the rocket engineer in me
Yeah, the door's right there.
really,
No.
really likes Dr. Stone.
You said Dr. Stone.
I haven't seen it.
Honestly, I've read all the
I
manga.
heard it's bad.
A lot of people say that, yes.
I
But
just-
I really like the idea behind, because I've never seen anything like that, where like you take what you have in like a world of cavemen and you can get like modern day applications of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like you're about to punch me.
I feel like I am too. Oh no, I've only watched
I just think
like,
the
a bit of it.
idea and premise is interesting. I'm not saying the characters
No,
are
I
great.
agree. The premise is
Sometimes
very
I want to
interesting.
punch some of the characters.
Yeah.
But I think the
Yeah.
premise is interesting.
No,
And
it's
there's
cool.
Some good
I
plot.
think there's some good stuff. I definitely get the ick from just the eyes, man. You know, like the whole thing.
Clanad
Yeah,
eye.
Yeah, the Clanad eyes.
It's
thing,
just a little
mad.
too far apart.
It's just enough that it's just painful to watch.
Yeah.
And it's only certain characters too, because like
It's the kid for me, and
Yeah.
it's the girl with the blonde hair.
yeah, because like everyone else is like
Everyone else is fine,
But-
but like those two, like I'm just like, get them off the screen.
Yeah.
Please.
I don't know too much about it because I've only seen like this first season, and for what
That's
it
like
is,
Clanad
I'm
art style right
Yeah.
there, the blonde girl.
Yeah.
But the kid is
I thought
just
you
like,
didn't like
I
the art
don't.
style.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I get them off the screen.
Put him off the screen.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
probably
fair enough,
mine. What
fair
about you
enough.
guys?
What's yours?
Oh, I'm actually not watching any airing right now.
Wow.
Surprisingly,
Really?
I
Alright.
usually do, but
Most recent.
I generally don't, but I am watching Delicious in Dungeon. We're watching it in club
oh wait,
as well.
actually,
it's
I am.
really good.
You're watching Delicious in Dungeon?
It's so
I've
good.
heard so many bad things about it.
You're kidding me.
I feel
Yeah.
like we're all gonna say the same exact
Everyone
thing.
loves it.
Everyone's
What are you
airing
talking
Really?
about? Yeah.
All my like friends have told me it's terrible.
Are you?
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
everyone
serious.
is going to say this about each other's anime that they
Yeah,
say
true.
that is current.
Actually, I do remember there is one I'm
What is
watching.
it?
I've been watching.
I've heard my friends hate that one.
Solo. I was gonna say Solo Leveling.
Oh, actually, I've been reading the. That's a manhwa.
Yeah, so I've read it. I've actually finished it.
That's not a manga.
And
Korean.
man,
I think.
they're animating it like pretty well. It's
really?
it's pretty
I heard
faithful.
it's
It's
trash
good.
though, unfortunately.
It's trash.
No,
It's
actually,
trash.
actually, that is the one I have not heard anything bad about.
Really?
Yeah,
I've heard
yeah.
from multiple people.
It's
they don't like
good.
it.
What's-
it's good.
What do you not
It's
like
good.
about it?
I haven't seen it.
It's
Then
good.
how are you hating on it?
I'm not. I'm saying my friends say it's
Oh,
bad.
okay, got you.
What's our next question?
What's our next question?
I'm surprised you guys didn't bring up Free Reign.
I
Yeah, Freeman!
I haven't watched it.
somehow
I haven't
forgot
watched
because
it.
I'm caught up with the manga, so I forgot it's airing.
What is free reign?
What is that like?
Okay,
even- like,
so
what even
it's
is it?
basically
Set me up.
it's D&D.
It's
It's just D&D anime, but it's really good.
It's D&D anime after the main quest.
It's
has
like
been
Goblin
defeated.
Slayer.
Yeah, the whole plot
no.
is that the main quest has ended. They beat the Demon King, and now they're
Oh.
like, what do we do?
Oh, like you're level 20 characters with like wish on.
Okay, it's not that much, but
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like one of them is basically a level 20.
Level
character.
20, boom, wish.
Yeah, and she's
I'm
just like,
God.
damn, what do I do? It's good. The show's really good.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
so
D&D
don't listen to
episode
Flavio.
was.
Watch Solo Leveling.
Okay.
No.
Solo leveling should be
I
good.
have nothing against
I
it.
haven't seen any of like the trailers or anything. I
It's,
did hear talking about it.
There's like 3 episodes.
Next
I
question.
read the manhwa though. It is.
It's fantastic.
It's pretty great.
It's great.
Sweet. Next question. What does anime O-Tekku have in store at WreckCon?
Having the store at
We
WreckCon.
can
Yeah.
just go back
so
into
Cosplay competition.
Cosplay contest.
Is the main thing we're running. So we're gonna be like launching a lot of details about it very very soon. But
Maybe tell them where they can reach Anime O-Tekku.
yeah, so we have our Instagram. It's literally at Anime O-Tekku. That's where we post a lot of our stuff. Our Discord
it'll be up.
has a lot of.
Yeah. Discord
By the
is
time
the
that-
best way of
Discord is the best way
communication.
to reach out to us. I do check like our Instagram DMs a lot, so if you want to, I will read it if you send us a message.
They're gonna give you all their takes on how you were wrong during this episode.
Yeah, actually.
You're gonna air this in one of your like movie nights,
Yeah.
and everyone's gonna turn around and kill you.
You know, I've actually gotten that. So I think after the Maid Cafe, someone actually DM'd our account, and they
Yeah.
were just like, "Yeah, whichever maid this one was had terrible anime." And I was like, I couldn't figure out who it was because they wouldn't describe them. And I was
Oh
just
man,
like,
that's crazy.
I was like, oh man. I
Make
wish I
sure
knew.
to DM Shresht on Discord how much you hate his
I feel
anime.
like more than anyone, they're gonna be like, man, that guy, right?
Yeah,
It's not an
so-
anime club.
Yeah,
Screw him.
so I'm really excited for the cosplay competition. So
It's shaping up to be really good this
Yeah.
year.
And I'm sure
We're-
they'll have more in attendance this year as well.
yeah, so this
yeah.
is our second time running it. So which is like crazy because like I feel like we even on our first time running it, we got a lot more turnout and stuff than we
we
expected.
got quite a big turnout.
Quite a big turnout.
Like 100 nearly.
Yeah, we had about 100 interested in like participating, which is for a first competition like very surprising.
Going into this year.
Going into this year,
Bigger or
we're
what?
expecting bigger. Mostly because like, and we actually launched the competition and did all the work for it like with I think 4 or 5 days before
Yeah, yeah.
WreckCon last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was mostly like it was very like late
Hodgepodge.
notice kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I will admit. And
But the
still we
fact
had
that
such
you
a
got
turnout,
that,
and
yeah.
so you know with this far ahead, I mean we're expecting a lot more. It's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
do
pretty
project
fun.
that WreckCon will have more in it.
Yeah, and,
so
you
get
know,
your tickets and come see the
So yeah, get your tickets, come see the competition or participate. We're gonna be focusing. We're gonna have different divisions actually this time. So one of them is gonna be more for just fun, put on an outfit, show off, whatever. And then there's gonna be another division for actually building stuff. So
Rad.
designing your own
Oh, that's
costume,
rad.
stuff like
All
that.
right,
So
cool.
if you have something you really
Prizes?
want, yeah. So there are prizes.
Tickets to MomoCon.
Tickets to MomoCon.
Huge.
So
Yeah.
big stuff. If you have a cosplay to show off, or you want to just try it
What's
out.
the retail value on that? That's like $60 right there.
More.
More
Yeah,
than
it's
that?
more than
It's a
that.
4-day
100.
pass. That's
It's a
like an
4-day
$80,
pass,
$90 value.
Yeah. So
If you buy it
Show
early.
up.
If you buy it later, that's like $120.
Just show up in your best like Monster Hunter cosplay and
Yeah.
work.
Monster Hunter.
Monster
yeah, give it a shot. So yeah,
We'll talk about that next
Yeah,
recast. Yeah.
we're very excited to have people. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe you guys will see me MC again. That's
Hell
so-
yeah.
I hope so.
maybe
I need to-
maybe
I
the
need to
maid
see
outfit
you
will
in the
come
maid
out again. But yeah, so our judges are excited. We're excited. So definitely participate, and you know we'd
Awesome.
love to see you guys there.
Rad.
Yep.
What's our next question, Reed?
Well, you kind of took that from me earlier. I was going to ask, where can we find you guys at? Like
Oh,
socials, Insta, Discord.
That'd
Oh,
be
wow,
it.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
He was pointing at the Discord link. Where's the Insta link?
Yes. So if you want to get involved, with
Also
our-
there.
Yeah, up there.
Up there it is.
So Discord is where we put most of our stuff, our weekly announcements, all of that is on Discord. Our Instagram, you can always reach out to it. I'll respond. That's mostly for, you know, posting pictures from our events and stuff like that. So our main community you'll find on our Discord.
If you want to see pictures of the cosplay contest, I believe on the WreckCon Discord server, the public server, there is a link somewhere buried in like announcements.
so.
And it's a drive link. It'll have pictures of the cosplay contest and a bunch of other things you can participate at WreckCon. So make sure you get your tickets.
Where can we get the
preferably
tickets?
Huh?
Where can we get the tickets?
We can get the tickets at reccon.org.
Recon.org/involved.
Yeah, and then,
No, that's the wrong link.
it's
Involved
the-
is for panelists. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Involved is close now.
Yeah, don't listen to him. Just go to reccon.org, click on some tabs, you'll find it, I promise. It basically, just sign it up. It's completely free. There's no reason for you to not get them sooner
That's
than later. We don't want to hit our max ticket count, so make sure you get them. Yeah, this is a general PSA. So I think that about wraps it up for this episode. Anything you guys want to mention that we haven't?
No, I think it was great.
Yeah,
I think this is
absolutely.
great.
Not much.
I had a
Loved
fun time.
having you both
Awesome.
here.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful.
Yeah, never
I'm
talk
glad
about
you're my
anime
new
again.
co-host.
Hell yeah.
Yep. All right. so we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching.
Go to the tavern.
Please comment all of the wrong anime takes that you found in this episode in the comments below, and
It's gonna be all
read
of
them.
those.
Yeah, I promise. It'll mostly be mine, but you know, just keep it fair. Try to get one person, but if it's just me, commit to the bit and say all of them are wrong. So.
Go to the comments, go to the Discord, go to the
Exactly. Just
WreckCon.org,
anywhere you
go
can
hit
post that
subscribe.
Trey's anime takes are wrong, do it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna end it there. Thank you guys for watching.